event has, in some ways, been years in the making with how much Halo Esports has grown.
Oh yeah, it's time for the match of the week. Optic Gaming taking on Team Envy. It's only one kill game here, and that's gonna be it. Optic Gaming falls to Envy.
A lot more action in store here as well. We've got the #1 and 2 seeded teams here. And just like that, Team Envious gives Optic Gaming a hot 3-0.
Contest over here, that's not gonna happen. Optic Gaming does it, wins the series 3-1. Straight Rip it moves on to the playoff finals.
We've got Team Liquid going up against Straight Rip. We're in overtime.
Nice crouch from Eco.
Gotta be pushing here from Team Liquid.
49-44, make that 50-44. Straight Rip it keeps their playoff hopes alive.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the Halo Championship Series Fall North America Finals. My name is Axel Toss, so happy to be here to cover all of the action this weekend as we crown our fall season champion for North America. That all happens on Sunday. Today is Saturday, which means it's relegation day. And here alongside me to help analyze the entire weekend, we got Sims coming all the way from Europe, and of course, Walshy himself. Gentlemen, welcome to the weekend.
It's going to be amazing. Feels good to be back on NA soil.
Can't wait to see these matches. It's going to be incredible Halo all weekend long.
So today, all the discussion is about relegation. Who's going to advance on to HCS Pro League 2017 and who's going to have to come back and try again. Again, tomorrow is all about the top 4 from the standings competing to find out who our seasonal champion is. Great to have you guys on the couch this weekend talking all about Halo this weekend. Of course, we got plenty more commentators in the house, T-Squared, Strongside, and Elamite on standby. Exciting show, exciting weekend. Thank you for joining us. But let's talk about how all these players got here in the form of a timeline of the 2016 season. September, October, November, December. That's a lot of Halo.
The time flew by, too. I mean, it felt like just yesterday we were out at HCS Las Vegas, and that was now, what, 3 weeks ago?
It's ridiculous. I mean, we go back to summer 2016. I can still remember when we initially announced the Pro League, and to say we're here at the end of 2016, it's December, it's almost Christmas, moving into a new year. We're almost done, and what a way to send the year out.
Yeah, a lot of games, a lot of Halo, a lot of matches, and it all culminates in establishing our Final Four as we take a look at the standings from the regular season. Top 4 advance to Sunday to compete for $150,000. Bottom 2 play today and have a chance of being relegated out of the HCS Pro League. That's Enigma6 and Allegiance. Meanwhile, Luminosity and Evil Geniuses perhaps watching from home.
Yeah, I mean, those two are now safe. They're going to be in the next iteration of Pro League, but certainly the red dead zone, as we like to call it, Enigma6 and Legions, it's not where you want to be, but I still stand by, it doesn't tell the full story, right? And this, today, proves whether I'm right or wrong. At the end of the day, they've got a big task ahead of them. We've got some awesome players that have come up from the open circuit. It's survival day. We've seen a change in the guard in Europe. It can happen in America.
Yeah, and I believe E6 also had, I think, 5 different matches where they went to game 5 and lost. So if they were able to turn around 3 of those, they would actually be here in Burbank competing for top 4.
Now the bottom 2 from the standings facing off against 2 teams from our open bracket. We just had a tournament in Vegas. Walshy, you were there.
It was an incredible event, and Threes Up and the Money Matches team did such a great job working their way through that open circuit bracket and securing those 2 spots to fight here for relegation. If I'm going to be honest, my predictions were absolutely wrong when I was out in Vegas. People asked me who I thought was going to move on, and I thought it was going to be Panda Gaming and Most Wanted. This is one of these times, though, we start to see more and more competition through the open circuit. It used to be one of those things where we knew, like, oh, Elevate for sure going to make it up, and we would know exactly which AM teams were going to compete for those relegation spots, but now we have a bigger pool of talent.
Threes Up and TMMT advancing to today, relegation day. Enigma6, Allegiance, as we mentioned, 7th and 8th in the standings. are going to be facing off against them, which means we got a lot of exciting Halo today as these teams fight for their lives in the Pro League. And I think your point about Vegas rings true as far as LAN experience, or showing up to a LAN and being able to compete, being able to play game after game after game to keep that momentum. There certainly is going to be an element of that. But let's get a little bit deeper into these teams, starting with Team Enigma6. This will be our first matchup, Enigma6 versus 3Zup. Enigma6, your number 7 seed from League Play.
I mean, you look at this roster: Boo Boo Doo, Shooter, Kratos, Suspector. It's definitely, we've got to say, a fall from grace. Some of these players finished second at Halo World Championship. You know, this roster, not this roster, but the org itself finished second in the summer season. They've gone from top to bottom. It's a complete night and day scenario and completely flipped it on its head. But, you know, they're still extremely talented players. I'm a big Shooter fan. I've always said that man clutches up when it matters most. The big question is, can this team clutch up when it matters most? Because if they don't win today, if they don't get through this, they're not in the next Pro League.
Their placings have changed, but their confidence has not, because as we've seen through interviews and even their selection here for relegation today, they chose to play against 3Zup. When they had a choice, they could have played the Money Matches team, a squad that they beat in Las Vegas.
Enigma6, as you can see on the screen there, from second best to second worst, certainly have a lot to prove here, facing off against a fierce competitor in 3Zup. But I gotta ask you guys, Enigma6, they're coming in from the regular season standings. They certainly want a spot in the 2017 Pro League, but there's a lot of pressure on their side of the court. So from their perspective, coming on stage, playing in front of the crowd, what do they need to focus on to make it through?
I mean, it's safe to say there's a little bit of ego on this roster. And honestly, I absolutely love it. Kratos is one of my, he brings so much fun to the Pro League and a lot of banter, but they've opted to choose the better of the two teams at the end of the day. You know, we kind of look at how they could have gone for TMMT. They finish in 7th. They have the option to choose which team they want to play first. Now, Dave, I'm going to put this one to you. Why would you choose the better of the two rosters? Is that just ego that because they got beat in Vegas?
Yeah, their ego and their confidence. It's a double-edged sword. If you ever do want to be the best in anything you're doing in life, like whether it's competing in a Halo tournament, you have to truly believe that you're the best. And I do think that's exactly how E6 goes in all their matches. They think, we're the better of the team, we need to play our game, and we will come on top.
Enigma6 facing off against a team from the Open. It is 3Zup. Let's take a closer look at this team who made it all the way through the Halo bracket, the Vegas bracket, I should say. 3Zup, a surprise to you, Walshy.
A surprise based on a couple of other squads there and seeing how they played from week to week, but overall not a surprise. Like, 3Zup, such a great squad. They, through, I would say, the 6 or 7 Legendary Cups I casted, they were top 3, I would say 5 or 6 of them. So there was so many times that they were always near the top. I think I saw them win the Legendary Cups twice, and that's why I was just, I guess, a little on the fence with them, because I'd start to see when a squad like Most Wanted or previously named like Contagious, they would just catch fire and they would pull ahead of 3Zup. And so I started to think about which squads, when they're playing their absolute best, can actually win Vegas. And it seems like 3Zup, we're still that squad.
I mean, there's so much drive and ambition, right, on this roster. You look at Rami, second time round that he's been here. He's having another crack at it. He definitely wants in there. Some of them have played in the Pro League, right? You know, some of them have even subbed in for it on screen right now. You know, Prototype, a well-known name, a big name from back in the day. He's a legendary player. It's a super sick roster. And honestly, I think with all due respect to TMMT, I think if it's one of them that's going to cause the upset and one of them that's going to knock out a pro team, it's that one.
Now, 3Zup, we saw it happen in Europe for the first time. A team from the Open advanced to seasonal play. What does 3Zup need to focus on to make sure they're that team making their statement in the history books? I
mean, straight up, it's very generic. We say play the game, and we say it time and time again. But hell, they reverse sweep Enigma6, right? They've done it at a live event. They've done it on a stage before. For me, I don't see why they can't do it again, but there's a lot of drive. There's a lot of drive and a lot of ambition on the opposing side of Enigma6, and whether or not it comes back to kind of bite them in the butt, so to speak, is going to be the tale that we kind of see unfold today.
Yeah, I think they need to draw out the matches as long as possible. If you let Enigma6 catch fire and just close out the series real quick, they don't have much of a chance. Whereas if they can draw out each game a little bit longer, maybe let doubt creep in the heads of Enigma6 as far as choosing 3s up for the first match, let them doubt themselves. I think that's 3s up's best chance.
3s up, one of our open bracket competitors. Our other open bracket competitor is TMMT, joining 3s up, challenging these existing teams to get into the HCS Pro League season of 2017. Here's a look at the roster of TMMT.
I mean, left to right, Bomex, Cyan, Trippy, Tire Iron. Dave, you've seen these players competing for a while now. One notable name that kind of stands out, Bomex. He was originally on Most Wanted. They booted him off the roster. Hell, where are they now?
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than that when you get booted off a certain roster and then you come back and prove them wrong and go a little bit further with the new roster, and that's exactly what Bomex has done here. But I think one of the bigger names on the squad too is Sane. He's just gone in the clutch so many times through so many matches for this Money Matches team squad.
TMMT, again, your second open bracket competitor, and I got to ask you guys again, TMMT, for a team to come through the open, challenge one of these teams already in the league and to advance to Pro League 2017, that has not happened. What does TMMT need to focus on in this LAN environment, on the stage in front of all these people, to make it through and again make their statement in the history books?
I mean, you can kind of see on screen now, you got Cloud, Rhino, Goofy. You've got these legendary players that they took down at HCS Vegas, and they're here. There was the roster that we all definitely kind of saw, so you could call them the underdog, right? One of the things that I would say that other teams don't have to do is underestimate this roster, because it's good. You know, if you underestimate them, they're gonna, you give them an inch, they're gonna take a mile. They're gonna be very, very dangerous. And you've got Cloud in the back. They took out Cloud. Looking at HCS Vegas, he's now behind them coaching. The national champion, Dave. That's a lot of firepower and a lot of knowledge behind in the driving seat.
Yeah, I don't think any of these squads are underestimating the Money Matches team, but at the same time, I doubt they've scouted the Money Matches team nearly as much as they've scouted Allegiance or Enigma6 or 3s Up. And so I think they still have that flying under the radar going in their favor.
That's a great point. These two teams from league play, we have all those games that their competitors can potentially go watch and study and really get a good idea of how they play. Speaking of whom, the last team we're going to go over here is Team Allegiance. TMMT going up against Allegiance. That's our second match of the day. Let's take a look at the roster of Allegiance.
I mean, we got Falcated, Straight Sick, Pre-Devinator, and Contra. Both Pre-Devinator and Contra from Michigan, kind of known as a duo, playing together for quite some time. But I think as far as teamwork goes in Allegiance, I mean, they have incredible shots. And sure, they have a duo on their team, but I still have yet to see them be this perfect, well-oiled machine that we've seen in these other top squads in the Pro League. It's a testament to how skilled these players are with how far they've made it based on a few mistakes I've even seen in their gameplay.
I mean, you look at it on screen there, night and day from online to LAN. That there is the absolute word for this roster. When they come to an event, they come alive. I am self-proclaimed, I'm a big Contra fan. This man will just, he hits the world every single time, 5s for days with that pistol, but it's a very sick roster. You throw in Straight Sick there, for me, one of the greatest at the moment FFA players in the world. He just brings so much energy to the team, and anything can kind of happen, but as Dave kind of alluded, we've seen plenty of Game 5s, unfortunately, dropped by this team, and it's all about how, I mean, you could say it's for any roster, but really, which Allegiance shows up, you know, how it performs on the day.
Well, what do they need to focus on here to stay alive in the Pro League and advance next season?
That's a good question. I think their objective game is the #1 thing they need to work on. At the same time, when their shots are absolutely on fire, when they're outslaying another team by a significant amount, they can kind of do whatever they want. But we've also seen that backfire. For example, at UGC St. Louis, we saw Allegiance, I think, take 5th/6th after losing to Panda Gaming. Whereas when they came to HCS Las Vegas, they were playing on fire, doing a great job. And the only team they lost to at HCS Las Vegas was Team Envy.
Wow. Yeah.
One thing that we kind of mentioned as well, we were talking about this yesterday, how we have Contra and Dev, this kind of duo. But you mentioned, obviously, we've got Straight Sick, who's more of an FFA player. Sometimes things just don't connect. It doesn't feel like it's the full roster working to its full potential. It's more for individual players. But again, assessing everything, going to Vegas, they got a hell of a lot of experience and they performed amazingly. They bring that to this event. they're safe.
I think we've also learned anything can happen on the day of. There's so much online, so much at stake. You're on a stage in front of a lot of people. Certainly going to be a very exciting weekend, but it all breaks down to this bracket. Best of sevens, double elimination. We have 5 matches today to find out who are the 2 teams advancing to HCS Pro League 2017. Taking a look at the schedule of how this is all going to play out. Enigma6 versus 3s Up is going to be first, followed by Allegiance versus TMMT, followed by the winners finals, losers round 1, and losers finals. So there's your schedule, there's your date. Remember, tomorrow we have our top 4 teams from the standings competing for $150,000. Last question for you guys. Are we going to see history being made? Are we going to see a team from the Open advance next season?
I think the best chance is for 3s Up in this very first game. Basically, my prediction is if 3s Up wins this first match against Enigma6, they can win their second match some point throughout this bracket and move on to the Pro League. However, if they lose here, I think we're going to see both Enigma6 and Allegiance going back in the Pro League.
Regardless of what anybody says, this is Enigma6 and this is Allegiance. They are 2 world-class teams, top 8 in the world, undoubtedly. It's not going to be an easy road, but again, if 3s Up just come in all guns blazing, if they get that first series under the belt, they're going to Pro League.
Speaking of that first series, we're getting closer and closer to starting these matches. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the HCS Pro League Fall Season Finals for North America. By the end of the day, we're going to find out who's advancing on to next season. Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to the HCS Pro League North America Finals. Today is all about relegation, as by the end of the day, again, we're going to find out which 2 teams are advancing to the next season of the HCS Pro League. Plenty of matches in store for you today, and to help you along the action, I'm the host. My name is Axel Toss. I'm joined on the couch here by the illustrious Walshy and the guy from Europe. No, we love you both. We love having fun here on the set too. Strong side clapping over there. But no, it's great to have you guys. Of course, you have the experience of being in Europe, where this just happened last week, and there are storylines everywhere.
Yeah, we kind of said it was the changing of the guard. That's how we pushed it across, so to speak. But it was more, I mean, don't get me wrong, Prophecy, they was 0-10 in the league. Things didn't look great for them. And then we just saw this, and this is the good thing about the open circuit, right? We just saw this team put together. It had ex-pro league players that kind of put a roster together. We had German, we had French, we had English. They put the team together. They've been there before. Bang, they managed to, I mean, the Buck brothers are on there. You know, anyone who watches Halo knows the Buck twins, 57 and 20. They got booted out of Pro League. Now, for a European, or anyone that's watching, if a team like that can be relegated, then it can happen over here. And honestly, we all love a storyline. I'd love to see it happen. Anything
can happen on the day of. Again, these guys are on stage in front of a lot of people. But here's a look at the bracket once again, what we're going to see today. Double elimination, best of sevens throughout. Enigma6 versus 3s Up to start things off, followed by Allegiance versus TMMT. And we're not actually having a finals at the very end. It's basically the winning team from the upper bracket, winning team from the lower bracket.
Yeah, simply put, teams need to win 2 matches before they lose 2 matches. As soon as you win 2 matches, you're moving on to Pro League.
Maths by David Walsh.
So easy. But one thing also to keep in mind is we've talked about how 3s Up had beaten E6 over at HCS Las Vegas, but back then we were talking about best of 5s as well. So here we're looking at best of 7s. Any sort of weakness that these teams have in a specific game type or a map is going to show. You can't get away with being bad at a couple different maps or being bad at Strongholds, because you're going to see that recurringly throughout this entire series. So that's going to show which team is the best well-rounded squad that's going to make it to Pro League.
We're getting closer and closer to starting with the first match, and we have an entire broadcast team to help you through the weekend and analyze all day long. We also have some pretty cool technology, and we have Elamite on standby with more on that. Elamite, take it away.
Thanks so much, Alex. Yes, Elamite here, and we are at the fall finals. Of course, taking a look at relegation, have a lot of awesome things in store this weekend, and one of the things we have is the Telestrator in action here for this event. And we also have pretty cool raffle prizes to give away this weekend here. So we're going to take a quick look. Now we are looking here at some of these prizes. We've got the Maxonomic Chair Xbox One S here. Loot Crate was nice enough to donate some of those legendary crates. Astro themselves. We've got Scuf, Xbox Live, and then of course a shout out to all the team organizations that were nice enough to donate this apparel here. You can take a look at some of the hats, shirts, jerseys, jackets, and more. And of course, if you do want to enter this, make sure you enter here at the link on the screen below here. That is esl.gg/HCS Finals Raffle for your chance to win that. So, of course, a lot of awesome things here, but we have awesome matches in store, and like Axel Toss said, they are getting ready to start here shortly. So back to you guys on the analyst desk.
Thank you, Elamite. Definitely go take advantage of the raffles. I see you, Walshy, on his phone trying to sign up. Dude, I would too.
I've made a fake Twitter account. I am signing up for a couple of raffles.
Definitely take advantage of that if you're watching at home, and stay tuned for more of that cool technology where you can draw on the screen and stuff. But it's time to get rolling with the HCS Pro League. It's relegation day. Our first match is Enigma6 versus 3s Up. Enigma6, your number 7 seed from league play. 3s Up, trying to make the Cinderella story happen, coming all the way through the open bracket, cruising through HCS Vegas to get to this point.
I think it'd be safe to say everyone at home, and this is no disrespect, me personally, it's one of those things, but everyone wants to see a Titan fall, right? Everybody wants to see 3s Up Gaming take down Enigma6. But I'm sorry, you've still got to remember how good, and the players that are on that roster, how good they are. I mean, I personally, I don't know about you, Dave, I didn't see 6 going down in relegation. I know the end of the Pro League, the end of the fall season got a little bit wild, and we saw some teams changing places towards the end of it, but I certainly didn't expect to see these guys kind of fighting for their tournament life.
Yeah, there was a question mark of whether they were going to make it in the top 4 and be competing for the 150K, but by no means did I ever predict E6 to be in 7th place at the end of the fall season.
Enigma6 getting ready. Gotta make sure your hands are warm. There they are on stage right now, and their opponents from the open bracket are 3s Up. These guys coming in, trying to make a statement, trying to get into the next season of HCS Pro League.
Second time round for Rami. He don't want to see it as a third. And honestly, with a man of that talent, you know, he can play to this level. Back when it was CLG, he was subbing in for them for a couple of weeks. Seeing Prototype back up there, though, this makes me smile, because this was a man who back in the day, he was on top of his game.
These guys are just so focused. I'm looking at Rami there using that heating pack to keep his hands warm, making sure that even though in this warm LA weather, that he's going to have a hot shot going on.
It's actually been a bit cooler lately. You're lucky, Mr. Seattle guy.
That is right. That is right. I'm used to this new rainy weather, so I guess it is a little cooler
I'm
out
actually
today.
quite disappointed, because I was expecting...
You're expecting warmer?
Oh, every time I come here, it's like...
Yeah, it's hot.
I walk out in a T-shirt, it's like, yeah, I need to strip down already, but no, it's a little bit cooler, so I'm quite disappointed.
Well, it's definitely getting hot in here, because we're about to have these top Halo players tear it up on the battlefield as we're about to get started with our first match. It's Enigma6 versus 3UP as the HCS Pro League comes to an end. 2 teams move on. 2 teams have to try again another time. Without any further ado, let's go straight to the commentary desk. We got Strongside and T-Square.
Thanks, guys. Yes, it is that time. It is time for relegations. Mike, how you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. Good to be here, man. I mean, these guys are playing for a lot right now. And, I mean, it all comes down to this. It's one day. You got to be playing the best. You got to be playing at the top of your abilities. And if you're not, you're going home. One
of the things to point out that we didn't touch base on the analyst desk is, for gamers, I mean, this is pretty early to play. Let's be honest. Usually everyone gets on scrims around like 5, 6 o'clock on the West Coast time. This is like, you know, waking up at like 6, 7 a.m. for these guys, and they're not used to it. So you saw Prototype over there just wondering, man, what could I have done to get that extra couple of hours of sleep in? But either way, let's take a look at the game types, because we are getting this one underway really soon. CTF Truth, Slayer on the rig, Empire Strongholds, CTF Coliseum, Eden Slayer, Rig Strongholds. If it goes to Game 7, which I hope it does, it will be Regret Slayer. Mike, does anything stand out to you in those game types?
I mean, Truth CTF, I think just kind of going into it, when you look at a team like 3s Up, they've struggled a little bit with capture the flag overall. In a map like Truth, this is a very quick and fast game type where Enigma6 can take an early lead and kind of pick up their momentum. But earlier before, I mean, we heard Walshy and Sims talking about this. We did see 3s Up reverse sweep Enigma6, and they want to get that revenge. But 3s Up may just be a little bit better than Enigma6 if they're playing up to par like they were at HCS Las Vegas. But like I said, it comes down to whoever's playing better today. Enigma6, they've got a lot of pressure on them right now. Everyone is watching them to see if they can do the opposite of what happened to them at HCS Las Vegas.
Yeah, and when I look at those game types, like you said, they're very fast-paced. You have Truth CTF, and then you have Empire Strongholds, which is game number 3. Both of those are serious run-and-gun maps, which is going to take a lot of communication, so you can't come out flat. I get it. It's still 10 a.m. It's still a little early for these guys, but you got to get pumped up, maybe get your coffee going, get your Red Bull going, whatever it is that gets you hyped up.
Yeah, and we talk about Counterlogic Gaming. Sometimes they start off slow. Well, Optic Gaming, formerly CLG, those guys start off slow, but you can't start off slow here this weekend. We're getting straight into the match here. Truth, capture the flag. Who do you want to kick things off with?
Let's go with someone on the side that we've talked about a little bit, and I want to go with our boy Rami. So we're going to get this one started, and the players already actually have gone in. So we are going to hop on board with Rami, who actually just burned the camo. So we're 15 seconds into this game, and we are going to go on board now with Monster. Looks like it's a pretty crazy start here. Everybody making their way over towards pink, and it looks like E6 comes out on top, as you do have Kratos making his way over towards P3. Obviously a very powerful position to be in, putting some shots on a Prototype. Prototype flying in there with the assault rifle. And Mike, predictions on the series, what do you think?
You know, it's kind of tough to predict at this point. Honestly, we're going to need to see game 1 and how this kind of unfolds and how these players are kind of playing this well this early in the morning. Well, you've still had Fuel Rod up. I believe it may have just been picked up as well, so it looks like we may see a push here from 3s Up as they get the flag out the front window. That's 2 down for both teams, and now 3 down for Enigma6. Can they keep that flag going? Yes, they do. We may have a flag going into the base over here. Now over to Renegade, though. Renegade with the carbine trying to give some cover fire. And let's see. They can't get a pull. They're not. It doesn't look like they want to go for that. And you know what? That's okay.
It's a good old-fashioned standoff.
Yeah, it's okay to give it up. It's okay to leave that flag and not make the attempt for it.
But E6.
Look at this. Yeah, E6 with the flag grab.
It was Boo Boo Doo coming in there, sneaking in, and possibly putting this flag in. There is a sword guy at the base. They do have to get this return, obviously, flag at home to score. Love that splinter grenade coming in from Boo Boo Doo with the storm rifle as well. Someone has to get that return, though. And it looks like that one is going to be Suspector. The first cap going on over to E6.
All right, Boo Boo Doo laying down some shots here and staying alive with sword in his base, playing defensive, trying to just keep some protection here. He can't really expect too many players to push him because he's got the sword, but they do get a nicely placed grenade on him, making him back down across the map, and you're gonna see Monster put on the pressure there and take Boo Boo Doo down. Now 3s Up with the double kill. That's gonna be 2 down for E6, trying to stop this push. 3 down for just a moment, but 3s Up still not able to get a flag going.
Looks like they are, though. They have this one over towards P1, and that's P-Tizite picking up the camo and burning that one right around that, I think, 38-40 mark. You have Renegade again with the Fuel Rod. This is twice they've had 3 down, and they put the flag in the second time around, tying this game up, Mike. And like we said, we're going to see a lot in the first couple of minutes and in this first game. Seems like this is going to be a back-and-forth series. Yeah,
Boo Boo Doo already up at top pink right now, just getting some good position here, waiting for his teammates to spawn up so he can make a good push. Flanks around into pink too. He'll pick up a kill on Ramby and then swiftly get away there. You see his teammate pushing up, helping him out as well, but look at that Prototype from across the map. He's able to pick up a kill, and that's going to be 2 down for E6 when it looked like E6 could have potentially picked up a few kills and maybe started making a push back across the map, but 3s Up still putting up great pressure. Enigma6 not able to overwhelm them with their aggression. 3s Up really countering that aggression and just staying in the base of E6 and constantly keeping that push. And having the Fuel Rod in the base, I mean, it is so hard to push this Fuel Rod when it's so hard to push into your base when a player has that fuel rod.
Oh my gosh, there was a player that was on his radar, on Renegade's radar, that went underneath the base. That is the player right there, Shooter. And Shooter walked right by him, so Renegade's been alive this entire time. He's even getting the pull. It's a 3-on-3 situation over here. The flag is super close. All he has to do is ground pound this one in. You have 2 players on the side of Threes Up to defend, and this is gonna be a second cap coming in for them. A lot of it having to do with the aggression from Monster, followed up there from Renegade. Twice we've switched over to Renegade. Twice he's had the fuel rod, and they've gotten the cap.
You know, I hear a lot of players talking about powered weapon control, and that is exactly what Renegade is doing. Look at this. He's already picked up the new fuel rod. He's got so much ammo already back into the base of Enigma6.
Not even worried about those
Renegade,
nades.
this new player, you're just seeing him come in with that hot fire right now. He's in the base. He's going for another fuel rod kill. Make it a killing spree. Getting players off the spawn. Knows they're going to be over by top car as well. Great prediction as well. So you're going to see him make his way back into the base. That flag will be stopped by a player that spawned under the base, but there's no need to rush. They're up by a
That guy's
flag
one
cap.
shot.
Can he do it?
He has to get this kill, otherwise that's a huge choke. Boobadooboo staying alive, but that's a nice job by Boobadooboo. Renegade needed to switch over to his pistol and get that kill. Now Suspector comes in with the cleanup. That's the first misplay we've seen coming out from Threes Up. Now let's see what Suspector can do, because he does have fuel rod. You also have Shooter, who has the camo. So let's switch on over to Shooter. Battle Rifle sitting up towards P3. Now you have multiple players in the attic trying to flood out towards top center. So you're gonna have to get someone over in the bubble over here to converge. Can't split kills over there. That's not going to happen. You have to get into the base over here and start to get control. Everybody from E6 kind of just pushing in individually and dying. So this isn't very good for the side of E6. Nice job by Threes Up, just holding off. And as you can see, Shooter's camo is being depleted heavily.
Yeah, I mean, E6 has all the power weapons right now. Everything is in their favor. Ooh. That's a double. Can he stay alive to get the triple? Not going to be able to. Big kill there to take down him. Boobadooboo's pushing in with the fuel rod now as well. Does have a teammate nearby, picking up another kill. That's a double. Still, he'll fall. So you're just seeing Enigma6 go on these crazy slaying sprees, but they're not able to get that objective moving. Now Kratos finally able to get that flag out of the base. He's making his way to pink 1. Definitely the more favorable route and the safest route. You got a lot of cover, and you're going to have those players spawning across the map over in the bubble. So that's where you want to take that flag. Kratos will fall, though. 3 down for Enigma6.
Yeah, Kratos dated himself right there. I don't know if he meant to clamor or what was going on, or jump. Maybe he plays bumper jumper, but ended up throwing a grenade that took his shields down when he was already half shields. So really nice shots by Monster, but a slow misplay. And who else besides Renegade? Big gun runner, 3 dead again for the side of Threes Up. And look at Renegade. He knows exactly the situation here. However, he should lift up if he wanted to come back and secure this cap. Instead, he's going to go back and watch the pink spawn. Seems like everyone is trapped under their base. This flag is very close to going in. Threes Up going to take game 1.
That's definitely going to feel good for those guys on Threes Up, knowing that they are up 1-0 early. Enigma6 could be already questioning, did we make the wrong decision?
Well, they did make the wrong decision.
Should we have chose TMMT? And yeah, they did. They could have taken, technically, the easier route, but they really wanted to put up a fight against Threes Up and see if they were able to just counter them and kind of get that revenge. But let's take a look at these stats here in just a moment. But Renegade picking up almost every single fuel rod.
It's like, oh man, bad decision. Should have went for TMMT. Even then, you know, it doesn't matter who you pick necessarily, but you know, Dave put it this very well, and he says, if you have an easier route, why not take it, right? And Threes Up, they've been one of the top teams, but yet you did have this TMMT team that was contagious beforehand, so it's hard to even say who it's going to be. No matter what, you just got to play your best, and I got to say, everybody on Threes Up stepped up there, especially Renegade, picking up the fuel rod and just going off with that weapon. So let's take a look at some of the highlights over here, and that was the first cap going on over to E6, but they couldn't find their footing after that. A lot of that having to do with so much fuel rod pressure coming in from this guy right here. And that's a huge momentum boost. Now they move into Rig TS. Game number 3, obviously Empire Strongholds after that, but Threes Up has a great opportunity here up to possibly go up 2-0 in the series.
Yeah, definitely, but I think kind of going into Slayer as well, I think we're going to see Enigma6 put up a stronger fight. I felt like they were just getting their kills, they were getting their slays, but not able to get that objective moving. You'd see a double kill come out of a player, and right after that, they're falling. They need to just do their best to try and stay alive. Don't overcommit. Don't try and do too much. You see players that try and do too much because they feel like they have to in order to win, but sometimes you just need to do your part. Get a kill, get 2 kills sometimes, and just stay alive. Wait for your teammates. Make a push. You see Boo Boo Duba on your screen. Known for winning the Orange County free-for-all and being just individually incredibly good. Something you talked about with Renegade, though, with getting all those power weapons. Talking to Rami at HCS Las Vegas, I asked him why they picked up Renegade, and he said, we need someone that goes for power weapons. We need someone that is just really focused on getting the power weapons for our team because that is our weakness right now.
Renegade's really good. Like, he is extremely underrated. I remember when I was trying to make my way in here to the HCS, and Renegade, you know, was someone that I was on the verge of picking up and ended up going with someone else instead. And that was definitely a poor decision. It had Rami and possibly Renegade on my squad too. So it could have been a really nasty team, but I'm really happy for one guy, and that is Prototype, because this 3-up squad, we didn't talk about this, Mike, they got screwed over. They really did. Last season, they were right there. Elevate ended up taking their spot, but they didn't even get a chance to play against Elevate. They ended up getting DDoS and kicked offline, so they weren't able to make it to the LAN tournament. So they have been playing with a chip on their shoulder for months. They're coming out here, and is that momentum greater than Enigma6's momentum? Because E6, they came out a little bit flat after that.
These guys want it. Rami's back again in relegation. This guy, he wants it, and I feel like him and Prototype, they lead this team, especially Rami, though. Just talking to him, he's just the leader of this squad, taking them day by day, learning their weaknesses and fixing them.
Definitely. So this game has started. Looks like the players have already pushed. We are a little behind. We're 10 seconds in already. Prototype has died. Looks like 2 kills going on over to E6. That's going to be Kratos picking up the camouflage. And that's a great start for E6. That's what they needed. But keep in mind, they did have a pretty solid start to the previous game, going up 1-0 in CTF. And then you have Suspector over here with the sniper rifle, who is sitting over towards top tower. So looks like going to be a BR-based setup with a player choking the bunker spawns. It looks like another player, Boo Boo Duba, getting pretty aggressive on that back wall area. So that seems like Suspector is going to try to help over here. But I want to see him switch over to his sniper rifle. That's exactly what he's doing now. If Boo Boo Duba dies, he's going to have to get out of there. But that's going to be 2 kills now. Let's see where the spawns are going to be. Bait and switching going on again over towards the barrel side. You still have bunkers being choked over there by Shooter, but there are the spawns over there. Rami pops up and dies, but he does pick up a kill in the meantime. So where is the flank going to come in here for the side of 3-up? Are they going to slow it down and wait for camo, or are they going to make a smart push over here towards possibly the engine side? Because it doesn't seem like anything is being allowed on the barrel side of the map for E6, and E6 kind of taking a page out of Optic Gaming's book and charging with their sniper rifle over towards that back wall. Rami dies again off the spawn, and they rotate perfectly as you have everybody rotating over towards BR base, towards that engine side. Now you have Suspector backing off with the sniper rifle. Smart play from him. Camo coming up in about 40 seconds.
Yeah, you said it. A great rotation from this squad, and Enigma6 really is making 3-up work to get those kills. You've got Suspector with the sniper, Boo Boo Dubu with the plasma caster. We've got Camo coming up here in 22 seconds. So these guys are definitely going to want to try and get back inside, or at least get some eyes on the Camo. But they are holding a 5-kill lead. Suspector going out quite a bit far right there with that sniper rifle on the catwalk. Could have potentially got caught there out in the open, but let's see if they're going to be able to pick up another kill. 3-up. Renegade will go down to Shooter with the shotgun. So all the power weapons in the hands of Enigma6. Look at this. You've got caster, you've got shotgun, and you've got the sniper rifle in the hands of Shooter. Shooter trying to get in. He does slip away and stay alive, but Monster will shut him down with the DMR. Renegade with the DMR as well, taking down Kratos. And look at this push from 3-up, completely turning this around right now.
See, what had happened there was it's all about Renegade.
And he got the camo, and he wasn't contested. So that kind of came back to bite the guys in the rear from E6.
Ooh, he could have possibly stayed alive there, but he ends up dropping to a grenade. That's a very important kill. I believe Kratos was the one who picked that up. Now Kratos gonna make his way over towards the sniper rifle, because as you can see on your feed, it is popping up here any second at that 9-minute mark. He's taking out a no shields, so gonna have to back off over here. Looks like that was the plasma caster that took him down to no shields. So you can see 3-up. They're aware of what's going on. They know the positioning from E6. They even pick up a kill in the meantime, and that was a great start for E6. But again, 3-up is not giving up and fighting back. Monster has the sniper rifle over where Suspector had brought it, and he's just going to kind of slow play this one. There's no reason for him to get overly aggressive here unless they do pick up a couple kills, which Renegade gets one onto Kratos. You see another player down, no shields. Where is the rest of the team, though? Nice flank coming in from Prototype. Couple nice shots there after missing a couple from Monster. He picks up a kill. Shotgun in the hands of Shooter. That could prove very useful, and multiple players dying now all around Monster, so this play is not going to work out for 3s up. However, fantastic no-scope, not going to be enough. The weapons just delivered over there. They could have had 2 sniper rifles set up over towards that back wall, Mike.
Yeah, well, if there's a guy you want to have the sniper rifle on your team, it's definitely Renegade. Let's see if he's going to be able to outmatch Boo Boo Doo Boo on the other side, who's got the sniper rifle over above camo right now, over nading Plasma Caster over to himself across the other side of the map. But Renegade looking like he is going to be able to get some pressure over here, and he's going to get caught off by himself over there. Boo Boo Doo Boo goes down. You'll see that in the kill feed, along with 3s up Monster. So no one has the power weapons in their hands right now. Everything down on the map. Rami does just get a little present right here. You know what? Oh, a nice little sniper rifle here. Okay, I'll take that and just be on my merry way.
Looks like he's going to be able to find an easy kill on a Boo Boo Doo Boo as well. That player not going to poke his head out, though. Must have knew that Rami had the sniper rifle and pops out perfectly. That was Shooter, but Suspector picks up the sniper rifle as well. Looks like he has about probably 6 shots in that one. Yeah, 6 shots. And you have Camo, though, on the side of Monster. So we're going to switch on over to him and see if he's able to break this setup. A little too early, in my opinion, for shooting there. He's going to take him down to no shields, and instead only gets 1 kill with that Camo. So I was expecting him to slow play that one a little bit more. Mike, what did you think?
Yeah, I mean, you could leave that guy. Go for the assassination on the sniper above you, and then go for the kill on the player that's making his way over to Nest. You had the camo. You had the clear advantage. It's just got a little bit trigger happy.
Definitely, and that was a, prediction splinter grenade that if he would have just thrown the grenade and not done anything or went for the assassination, it could have worked out. But either way, looks like 3s up charges right back in there and gets a couple of kills. So it's going to be a 2-on-2 situation over here as Monster does pick up the sniper rifle. And again, the next camouflage that comes up, someone's going to have to put it to good use because we've seen people pick it up, but yet they've died. And that's been Renegade and Monster over here to die. So again, it's another 2-on-2 trade over here, possibly a 3-on-2 trade in the favor. But no, Boo Boo Doo Boo takes Rami's face off. So again, it's just constant back and forth over here between these two teams. Sniper rifle dropping in 10 seconds, camo around that 40-second mark. Kratos finds the sniper rifle, but he's just wasting the ammo at this point. He needs to get in position once he spawns. However, he lit still. How is he still alive? Let's see what Kratos is doing because this man is a ninja.
Yeah, I'm not sure how he got away right there. You're definitely thinking Prototype gets that guy to 1 shot. He's thinking my teammate's gonna finish this kill. And when you don't see that guy fall in the kill feed, you're wondering what the heck is going on, and then you start making all kinds of questions and stuff that you shouldn't be making in tournament play. And you know what? He could be a player that, just thinks about it for a second and drops it because that is what you gotta do. If something bad happens, unfortunate, you just gotta drop it. You're in a tournament. But now, down by 8 kills. Kratos trying to get ready for this camo. I believe the camo already went into the hands of Renegade, though. So let's move on over to Renegade. He gets his shields back and stays alive. Trying to find.
Whoever is coaching right now for 3s up is doing a really good job on getting these camo times and getting the camos in the hands of the players on 3s up, but the 3s up guys need to execute. They've misplayed 2 camos very, very badly so far. So let's see Renegade now in that same position that he died in before, gets 1 kill onto Kratos. But look at this, he's distracting so hard for the rest of his team to push. Can his team collapse and get kills? No, it's just another 1-on-1 trade.
It took a while for 3s up to make a push right there. You could tell they were just maybe taking a couple seconds too long to push up, and Renegade was able to get taken down, and all focus was easily put on him. That's where you got to have the rest of your team on 3s up, making a quicker push. Nice snipe from Prototype, looking for the double. That player is going to just fly right by, not able to get the shot on him. Let's see if they can bring this back. I mean, what do you think, Tom? 29-37. Is there still hope for 3s up here?
There's hope, but it has to happen pretty much in the next minute or two here. Only 4 minutes left on the bottom right, as you can see ticking away over here. And they've thrown away 3 camos for trade of kills. Just imagine if they were to get maybe, 2 or 3 more kills with those camos each. We'd have a game, tied or possible a lead for 3s up. So we're at a point now where, we're in relegations. It's time to step it up. It's time to go big. Prototype tried to do his job, but you know what? Suspector picks up a nasty triple kill, looking for the over. Boo Boo Doo Boo's going to take that one instead, and You're asking if it's possible, Mike, and we were talking about how these are the important times. Well, you know what? E6, they're starting to run away with this one, and it's looking a little bit ugly here for 3s up.
Yeah, it's not looking good right now. Plasma caster, a lot of plasma caster right here. Suspector with a full plasma caster right now, no shots taken out of it yet. Let's see if he's going to be able to use that to close out this game here. 44-34 now. E6 looking like they're going to tie up the series here very shortly, 1-1, and they definitely need this. It seems like when it comes to the objective games, they've got to put a bit more focus and stay alive there. It seems like their slaying game is perfectly fine, especially by watching this. I mean, 46-35, looks like they're going to be closing this out. Now 47 closing this out very shortly. New snipers up, doesn't even really matter at this point. Suspector has got so much caster ammo, going to be able to pick up another kill or two here. But yeah, I mean, Enigma6 has got to be feeling pretty good here, kind of going into game number 3. It's Strongholds, but
the reason they won this is the misplays with camo coming out from the side of 3s up, and then also now you see Rami with the shotgun. There was good shotgun, more superior shotgun control coming out from the side of E6, and for a majority of the time they, you know, split in terms of sniper rifle control, and I'd say they had map control for the majority of it as well. But to me, it was just a couple small misplays over here were the big difference maker in this game. And as you can see, take a look at the stats. 7 and 14 was Rami. I believe someone else was probably about -6 as well. And when you lose only by 10 kills, those are the bad individual performance that you have to try to wipe away. So it looks like Monster and Prototype were the ones going positive there. Meanwhile, Rami and Renegade kind of with a rough outing.
yeah, and look at the assist as well from Enigma6. A lot more teamwork coming in from their side. Then on top of that, a total of 10 power weapon kills from Enigma6 and only 4 from the guys on 3s up. So yeah, just taking a look at the stats here, Enigma6 definitely coming into this a bit more confident, working together a lot more compared to game number 1, and staying alive at the right times.
Definitely.
There's so many times, and it's such a simple concept, but when you're playing in game, sometimes those little things are hard to remember, and you just make those little mistakes, and all of those combined turn into one big mistake. So Enigma6 doing a much better job at staying alive, working together, and waiting for their teammates.
So now we move into Empire Strongholds, another very fast-paced game where 3s up can get aggressive. But the thing is they've let E6 back in this series now, and E6 seems to be gaining some sort of momentum. When we're over here, you guys can't hear the communication going on from them, but they started to get loud. Now you can see after the games, they're now talking to each other. They seem a little bit more hyped up than they were before. Body language says a lot, Mike.
It really does. It definitely does. And I mean, we saw Kratos after game 1, and definitely looked very frustrated. And maybe he was questioning picking 3s up. Maybe he wasn't. But these guys are definitely some of the most confident guys in the league. Win or lose, they're confident, and that keeps them going. Definitely winning that game number 2, they're going to be feeling good going into Empire Strongholds. Empire Strongholds, though, this can quickly turn into a very, very aggressive game where you have one team just pulling away very fast, and they're leaving you pretty much in the dust.
Yeah. This series is going to be very fast, honestly, in my opinion. I mean, we take a look at it, the only games that are going to slow down are the Slayer games. Why? That's kind of E6's style. They like to slowly but surely, you know, we didn't realize it, but that game could have went to the time limit right there. What, was only like 3 minutes left in that game, 2.5 minutes left in that game when that one ended? That's just because E6, they slowly but surely just strangle you and take that win. But that's not how Empire Strongholds is played. So they're going to have to come out here with the fire that they were missing in game 1.
All right, and there you see 3s up on your screen. You got Rami looking very calm. I mean, this whole team right now looks pretty calm. Definitely don't seem too upset, just ready to keep things going. But you know, something I do want to do, Tom. I want to hop into a listen in. Not just yet, but right as the game's starting. I want to see what these guys are doing, how they're feeling, kind of hear their team communication on 3s up, just to see kind of going into game 3 and what their overall vibe is and how everything's going with their team chatter. So actually, let's jump into a listen in right now with Team 3s up.
Once the game starts, obviously.
Be
right now.
We was going for the saw.
Wait, you should be getting me.
Top tower weak. Alright, top tower one shot.
I just fell off the map. Red outside.
Two of us are dead. Down the pit. Just get killed, Remy. Just get killed.
Red Sneaky with saw.
Top tower one shot. Top tower one shot. Boo-boo. Top tower one shot. Boo-boo.
Yo, I got a red spawn.
I'm red to us. And blue.
Still have Z. Blue BR, Z. Blue BR.
He's red fan right now.
Kratos weak.
I don't see Blue BR.
Yeah, I don't know where he went.
There's two turbine, John.
There's a guy in pit.
Kratos weak.
Yo, guys, get in pit.
Junior one shot.
That's him.
There's two turbines still. Kratos.
Behind me, you saw. One tower, guys.
Yeah, I'm on.
Two in blue, two in blue, guys. Two in blue.
Both weak. One's one shot, shooter.
Still top tower.
High pit right now. High pit on Remy.
Looking at bottom pit. He saw the saw. Yo, anchor red. Yo, he killed me. Yo, blue sneaky right now.
Got one.
Yo, stay alive. Yo, blue outside, turbine.
Blue curb.
Are they hopping in pit?
No, they're not.
I got a
Three. There's two in pit. One more.
I can't do anything.
I won.
I died. Red security, kill me, guys.
I got two.
That's fine.
Two dead.
Last guy.
I'm popping blue as well. Anchor red, someone.
Red security, one shot.
Red security, one shot, dude.
Red
Security, one shot.
Anchor red, someone.
I spawned blue. No one's there.
Yo, he's back red.
We got him.
I'm going outside.
Yo, in red, outside red, red sneaky right now.
I'm looking at
Yo, they got red spawn,
Red sneaky,
outside.
Outside red.
He went red sneaky.
Red sneaky, shoot shot. I'm outside red.
There's a guy pushing my turbine.
Yo, I'm trying to push with you, Remy.
Yeah, I'm staying alive.
There's a guy in pit somewhere.
Outside, easy kill. Let's go, dude.
There's a guy in pit somewhere. Two dead.
Yo, turbine.
One shot shooter, and then high pit. High pit, last guy. He's high pit, blue side. He's leak.
OS, what is it?
When you spawn, go for OS. Blue security.
Someone check OS, 951.
You got me?
I heard blue security.
Still me. I can't get OS. 51.
Kratos is one shot. Can somebody else get it?
Two one shot. Last guys.
No, I fought.
In blue, he has a saw. Yo, stay alive.
Two in pit.
Yep,
weak.
In pit, guys.
Blue card.
Guys, we can top pit. We can top pit.
Stop this.
No.
He's one shot. Giants.
Nice, good shit. Alright, stay alive. I'm going turbine.
There's a guy.
I'm bottom tower.
There's a guy blue bin. Yeah.
Alright, I hear you blue bin. I'm looking blue bin.
I'm seeing my blue card.
Spawn right. Go outside.
He's one shot. Outside
Yeah,
blue.
two there.
There's a guy red plat. I'm one shot.
Yo, blue window.
Blue flat.
I'm trying to look over you, John.
I'm trying to sell it. Yo, I'm blue BR right now.
Red bin, two red bin, both weak.
I got one.
I'm pushing red.
Blue, one shot.
I'm getting blue.
Push blue. He's in blue, chance.
Yeah,
He's on me. He's one shot. He's
one shot.
He's absolute.
Yo, front blue. Oh, he's back blue too. They got blue spawns. Yo, just stay alive, Zeke. Don't. Stay alive.
No, bottom pit.
I think they know you're there. Go outside.
They're in pit. There's a guy bottom tower.
I hear you pit.
Two bottom tower.
I'm tired, Kratos.
In blue right now. And blue got the reset. And blue going blue window.
Top tower.
Low pit, guys. Low pit.
Top tower, shooter weak.
Low pit left side.
Yo,
He's
do not
blue.
get pit.
Blue court.
Yo, I'm holding pit, guys.
Security, two shots. OS is late. OS is a
I got one. I'm trying to stay alive.
One shot outside turbine, or one shot security.
I got one dead.
Yo, in pit right now.
Top tower smoke.
In pit.
Top tower, guys.
Yo, for it.
Top tower.
For it, one shot. Yo, bottom pit.
Come on, Remy. I can't come.
He's out.
From blue weak.
There's two blue. Yo, Remy, stay alive. Just stay alive.
Going turbine. From blue turbine looks like.
I hear you.
One shot.
I need him, absolutely, yeah.
We can pit.
Yo, he's outside red, guys. Outside red.
Top red side.
They're in pit.
Go in pit, guys.
Two in pit. Three in pit. Four pit.
I'm meeting. OS, guys. OS, 745.
I got one.
It's on it. I'm gonna die though.
Yo, get it.
We got it. We can get it.
It's here. One there.
He's one shot in you.
Let's go.
One's us.
45 OS.
I hear you. They're getting ready, guys. We gotta rotate. We either gotta push this or rotate. What are we doing?
Push it red.
I hear you. Yo,
Only one in here.
Got it. Blue sneaky. Blue bend. Blue sneaky.
Push out of pit. It's left.
Yo,
Look at top pit. He's still here.
He's one shot. I got him.
I'm anchoring red.
I hear you. Stay alive, ZP. That will be stay alive.
I'm going blue.
Yo, outside red, chance.
I hear you. Blue, Kratos.
Weak outside red.
Kratos, two shot in blue.
I got him.
There's a guy in blue. There's a guy in red somewhere.
Hold it.
What's up, pit? Go.
Contest. I got him. Yo, contest.
Yeah, I got it.
Yo, stay alive.
Oh my gosh, Threes Up has done it 100-0 against Enigma6 on Empire Stronghold with a dominant performance from every single one of the players. You heard all of them getting ready for Overshield, all of them setting up. The coach, you're going to hear him call out every single one of those Overshields. That's Proverb doing a phenomenal job, and just the teamwork and just the calm between this team. Yeah, they have their moments where they get extremely loud, but for the most part, these guys are calm and they are just paving through Enigma6 right now with ease. 100-0 right now.
That
Tom,
was
100-0.
perfectly executed. There was even a time where Rami was running around just, you know, just doing whatever he wanted to do, choking spawns, just enjoying the scenery of Empire, while everybody else was just running around. Mainly to me, Monster had to be the MVP of that game with his communication. He was talking about every little thing he was doing, just shot calling everything, saying, guys, I'm going over here. Make sure we anchor red. Make sure we contest the pit. Every little thing that you need from a shot caller, he did that game fantastic from 3s up.
These guys have what it takes to be a top team. I mean, just after that right there, yes, they haven't won yet, but just seeing their composure and seeing their communication, seeing how they work together, these guys definitely have what it takes to be in the next season of Pro League. If there's a team to do it, I've got to say, you asked me earlier, I've got to say 3s up. It's got to be them. I mean, they're the perfect group of guys, and they just work so well together that they could easily be the ones.
As long as their mental game's good, as long as their communication's good, they're going to be fine. They just need to make sure that they continue to stay focused, because they're all amazingly individually talented players with a lot to bring to the table. Renegade, fantastic Slayer, great at grabbing power weapons like rockets and fuel rod. You have Prototype, who has a really good base shot in terms of his pistol and also his sniper rifle. Pretty good decision maker as well. He's a great listener and a pretty solid communicator. Probably his communication's one of his weaker points. And then you have Monster. Monster is one of the more underrated players. He's an amazing communicator, and he's just an absolute force to be reckoned with on the map with the amount of pressure that he's adding. And then you have Rami, who's constantly just staying alive. So that's why these guys are such a good team. On the other hand, someone's going to have to step it up. It's going to have to be a strong individual performance from someone like Boobadooboo or Kratos, or maybe Shooter gets in there and becomes this in-game leader that we all know and love that he can be. And then you have Suspector in his own right, who's just the silent killer. So if he can come through and again just, you know, do what they did maybe in Rig Slayer, they'll be fine, because Coliseum CTF is the next game type, and that's one of their better game types here.
We're going to see Renegade get the sniper, or he's getting the rocket. He's going to get the scatter. He's going to be going for all the power weapons. He very well could be holding 2 of them for quite some time throughout the game. But before we get into the match, what is your prediction, I guess, for the overall series? You asked me, I didn't tell you. I mean, now I'd have to say 3s up. Obviously, they're up right now, but after game 1 and after hearing their communication, how confident they are, it's feeling like 3s up is going to be able to close this one out.
I don't know, because it remains to be seen how they're going to be able to play these Slayers. So it's Coliseum CTF, Eden Slayer, Rig Strongholds, Regret TS. I personally feel like 3s up's going to win this series, but I think a lot of it really rides on this game. I mean, if they win this game here, they're going to definitely be able to close it out. But if E6 wins this game, no doubt in my mind, we go to 7 games.
Yeah, definitely. You could see Eden Slayer going in the favor of Enigma6. I'd love to jump on board with Renegade going into this match, but we are on Coliseum playing Capture the Flag. Who is going to take it? Let's see what Renegade is doing. Heading towards bottom middle right now, getting some good sight lines across the map over towards the elbow of Red Side. Picks up an assist there, going for a kill. Does he get the kill? Yes, he does. That's a trade, but that's 3 down for 3s up.
Uh-oh. They're already pulling this flag too, so let's see who's the man doing it, and it's the guy that we said has to step it up. I know the chat's sending their doo-boos on over to Boo-Boo-Doo-Boo. And let's see what happens now that Prototype did pick up a double kill, because you do have Snipe in the hands of Rami, but look at the flood coming out from E6. They seem to found their energy back after getting Goose.
Yeah, I mean, capping a flag in the first 30 seconds of the game, that doesn't happen too often. Normally we'll see like an Optic Gaming make that type of maneuver, but look at this. They are going for that second flag already. You've got Boo Boo Doo choking over the top bridge, or choking the area by the top bridge, and picks up a kill on Renegade. Gets the double kill on Prototype. Looking for a triple. Maybe there is a player in his base. Does get the kill for the hat track. Not for the triple. Oh, it does get the triple.
Give him the
Can he
over.
get the over? No, but he has
Kill
rockets.
Killtrocity. Kill him. No, it's just Boo Boo Doo Boo. And this is a Boo Boo Doo Boo map. I'm telling you, CTF Coliseum is an E6 map, so I'm a little worried for this, ban phase. Obviously, red team's gonna have more advantage, 2-0 now. Crazy turn of events here, and we're saying a lot of it riding on this game. Mike, I think we're gonna go to 7 games, honestly, because what we're seeing is, even though it happens pretty often, 100 to whatever, very one-sided maps coming out. E6, you can never count them out.
They've got the third flag back at their base right now.
No, you're tripping.
Oh, I am tripping.
Straight tripping.
Straight tripping. Straight tripping over here. But still, they've got 2 flag caps already within the, I believe that was in the first 2 minutes. So, looking very dominant. But you know what? In CTF, there's always open time to come back. You've got Shooter with the rocket launcher over here on the rocket side of the map, just making his way through the gutters of the map, trying to stay alive with that power weapon, making his way all the way back to his base right now, waiting for his team. And sometimes people get criticized for not playing aggressive or not pushing up enough. Sometimes, it is okay to bring that power weapon all the way back to your base. If you die with that, at least one of your teammates has a better chance of getting that. But as I say that, that's going to be 3 down for 3's up. Enigma6 now making their descent into the base of 3's up, looking to get a flag pull here very shortly. They're going to have to get them off spawn on a sleigh rotation one more time. Wow. Picks up the double kill and stays alive. 2 down for 3's up. They do need to pick up one more kill here. They're going to. That's 3 down, but Suspector will fall. 2 guys spawn by the elbow. Can they pick up the kill? Yes, he does. Now look at this. Boo Boo gets the flag, but it sticks to the bridge. So he's not able to get that out to bottom middle, and that could potentially make that flag void.
All you need is a nice little pull from Kratos here, who's actually in pretty good position, but that was a solid return, whoever that was, on the side of 3's up to shut that one down. And E6, they're looking extremely good here, especially Boo Boo Doo Boo. Every time we switch to this guy's screen, it's just multi-kill after multi-kill. 6 splinter grenade coming out from the player on Pyramid for 3's up, but look at that support coming in from Kratos. 3 players on the snipe side of the map right now. You're not getting away, sir. That is Prototype doing a nice job, at least taking Boo Boo Doo Boo down to no shields. Maybe they can buy some time for his teammates to go over towards the rocket side of the map, because that weapon is dropping over here. But if you don't get this weapon out of Boo Boo Doo Boo's hands, it's going to get ugly.
Right, you are. He doesn't have too much ammo left, and he'll fall from a grenade. And now let's take a look over, actually, at Renegade, who's picking up the rockets, getting ready to push into the base. We just saw Rami get the double kill. Rami's about to die in the map. Oh, no! Renegade loses the rockets. What a play there to take down Renegade, though. Monster pushing in on that side. If Renegade was able to stay alive there with those rockets, they were in a perfect position to get that flag out of the base. They would have had 3 down and then 4 down with that push. Monster picking up the double. So that push is not going to be able to happen. It looks like the guys on 3's up are just not able to make the right plays at the same time. You're having one player pick up a couple kills here and there, but you're not seeing the other player on the other side of the map, or wherever that battle is happening, succeed. And that kind of finishes off that entire flag attempt.
So the map's reset a little bit. Now you have 3's up trying to fight back after that just abysmal first minute and a half to this game. Let's see if Prototype can do anything to get these guys back into it. Only 3 bullets in this sniper rifle, and the aggression coming out, just pegging Prototype in the back, not allowing him to get any clean shots off. Spartan Charge flying in. That's going to be Boo Boo Doo Boo. Who other than Boo Boo Doo Boo find that sniper rifle back in his hands. Missed the no-scope onto Rami, and that's going to be Renegade finally dropping him, but you have Suspector in the base, and the rest of the members from E6 coming in there. But nice defense coming in from 3's up, and not enough spacing coming out from the side of E6. I wonder why they're all trapped in the fountain there. Somebody needs to push in the window and over towards the elbow instead.
All right, well, let's see what their team communication is like. Let's jump to a team listen-in with Boo Boo Doo Boo. in Enigma6.
Rocket straight, guys.
Nice, 3 dead. Push up. I'm going to the sniper.
Got him.
All dead. One just spawned their cave. One's their
I'm getting
cave.
rockets. I'm getting
Alright,
rockets.
naded out.
I'm
He's still
pushing
there?
their corner.
I'm trying to look at DMR. And their window, and their window.
I need help on the window.
Somewhere.
The window weak. Aggressive so I can get rockets.
They're shooting DMR. I got him. I do that.
I'm out of ammo, Rip.
Where's he?
Last two of it. One's going to sniper.
I'm going grass.
Nice
One's
shot,
sniper,
bro.
one's going to
Rockets,
BR.
Jesse, help me.
Watch out their pyramid.
I can't see him.
Grass, right.
Watch out their sneaky.
I'm gonna die with rockets. I couldn't
Nice.
get it.
Fine,
Rockets are down in grass. 2 and down in grass. Hey, they have to be reloaded.
One's top catwalk. One shot top snipe. Nice, Carlos.
Let me know if
Another one is sneaky.
Alright, more sneaky. He's our sniper. Our sniper, go to cave.
We're rocket right now.
Rockets. I got rockets.
Our cave right now,
Top
guys.
cat.
Monster.
Do it. Oh my god! Rockets on our window. Rockets on our window.
Alright, I got him.
Where are they at? I found him. One shot at cave. One shot at cave. Monster. He's
Where's he
still
going?
Their window on me.
there. I have death cam, Carlos.
And their
in the
elbow.
corner. In the one corner.
They're being on me. They're
Two dead.
I'm coming.
Is there found?
Where's top rockets? Top rockets.
I'm looking for
Get their sniper in control. Nice.
top rockets right now.
I'm looking. I will look. You guys focus.
I'm pushing.
I will look.
Dead.
Let me go to the window with rockets.
Nading.
Flag one shot. Use elbow side. Elbow side.
I'm pushing their elbow. I'm
Elbow
deploying.
flag.
Their elbow killed me, dude. Renegade. Nice, go.
Nice.
Flag behind you guys.
Watch out. This is Rocket Street.
I was out of rockets, by the way. One's in the window, 2 shots.
Their window. We're gonna go out window probably.
Oh man.
Nice,
Get
Jesse.
to Jesse.
Their window.
Get to
Their
Jesse.
cave. Watch your cave.
I'm Jesse, I'm
There's
S1.
gonna be a guy at elbow, guys.
I'm at their window.
Try to watch the pyramid for you.
Push elbow.
Oh my god. This one is raping.
Top side, one shot.
Our bottom rocket. Our scatter. Yeah,
One shot top side. Nice.
Nice, let's go, Jesse.
Where's the last guy? I'm top rockets. They spawn cave.
Do it.
I think they spawn cave.
Their window on me.
Their cave.
Their window on me. To the flag. To the flag.
Cave, guys. I'm
Their window. Pushing out their window.
Shot the pyramid.
Pushing out their window. Aiden.
Right, there's 7 below him.
Alright.
He's on me.
My body fell.
Need help. Sniper him on me, guys.
Got him.
I killed sniper. I
Two
killed
dead.
sniper. Flag.
Two. They're behind right.
Spawning
Window one shot and they're back flag. Window back.
Back flag.
Nice. Get that pull, Ryan.
I needed him, but
I'm here, right?
Swan cave.
Alright.
They're going. Their man's weak. Their man's monster.
I'm running with flag.
What's up?
Push up the window.
Play, Jesse.
He's weak. They're found. Alright, he's grass. He's grass.
They're BR.
Grass, guys. Grass, Aiden, don't go for that pool. Don't even.
Rockets are up.
They have rockets going. Bottom middle with rockets. Bottom middle going to grass. And another one was rocket side.
Nading maze.
Top rockets, Jesse.
Our sneaky guys, our sneaky.
I got rockets.
Our sneaky
Nading
right
our
now.
sneaky.
Alright, didn't got rock.
And top cat.
Rockets are top cat. Carlos.
Pyramid
Behind you with rockets. Top bottom middle monster. One shot bottom middle monster.
He's on me.
Bottom middle one shot monster.
Stay alive, Jesse.
Bottom middle one shot still. Amaze.
I'm watching our flag. There's no one there. Watch our sniper.
Our BR, our BR,
Our BR right now. BR looking for
What's that speak?
Look our flag, guys. Our BR weak.
cave's
One
in
shot
the
at BR. One shot at BR.
It's over.
Our cave still.
Needing cave.
Table one shot.
I'm looking. I can't see
Table.
table.
Grass.
Rockets in cave. Rockets in cave. One more rocket.
Okay, go on flag. Rockets on flag.
I'm looking at our flag.
Shoot our flag, shoot our flag.
flag.
Going in window. One shot. One shot. My guys, one shot.
Flag. Grammy, I died.
One's our snipe.
Top cat, guys. Top cat.
Just get kills.
Get kills.
They're gonna get that. They're gonna get that 100%.
One shot.
Our sniper ram. Our sniper ram.
One shot.
Alright, let's get snipe, bro. Snipe.
They're BR anchoring.
No, that was out of
One shot their
rockets.
BR.
One shot their BR.
Pushing the pyramid, guys.
Watch our couch. Watch our shot their BR anchoring. One shot their
Snipe.
snipe.
Our BR.
One shot.
I'm watching maze. Shot.
Their window now. I'm looking. Top cat. And pyramid. They're gonna have new snipe.
I'm at our BR.
3 head snipe, guys. He's
I'm
sniping the
crouching
top.
our sniping our silver.
Our silver
Tell me
right
when
now.
they're coming.
Our BR.
Tell me when they're coming.
All right, and there you saw it, Enigma6 giving up that flag cap once they realized there was nothing they could do to stop that. Since they have the lead, they're able to do that. Still up 2-1, but 3's up, battling right now with what little time is left in the game to bring this back. Rami with the sniper, he's got a good amount of ammo. We just saw Boo Boo Doo Boo putting on a show for us, as always. Just one of the most individually skilled players in Halo 5, just pretty much snapshotting everyone with that sniper rifle.
Yeah, it was Boo Boo Doo Boo, just the savior here for E6. But this one isn't over quite yet. You still have plenty of time, 2 minutes to get back into this one if your 3's up. And if they take this one, if they tie it up, this series, I mean, Mike, you know, momentum. It's going to be so difficult for E6 after that amazing start. Boo Boo Doo Boo giving it his all. If you end up losing this one, just put a fork in these guys. So they're going to have to clutch it here. They're going to have to ride the momentum that Boo Boo Doo Boo gave them in this series to tie this up to 2-2. Let's see if Monster can do anything with this sniper rifle, because his teammates are dying all around him. Grenades are flying in over here. He's just waiting for his opportunity to get over towards pyramid side and try to get some sort of angles on these guys. Obviously the flag's being ran, but you do have a rocket player that gets dropped. That's 2 people dead now, and I'm really confused why that flag pull happened. They didn't have any slays on the side, so this is a good opportunity for 3's up to counter.
What a play there by Monster to evade that rocket. Unfortunately, he does get taken down, but like you said, they have very little time. They need to make one strong push here. They're not going to have too many attempts left here throughout this game. It looks like they are able to get 2 down for E6. Folks, this could be the moment. We may see 3s up, get 3 down. That's 3 down for E6, but the flag player is taken down. That's going to be another player down to 1 shot on the flag. You've got Prototype trying to do everything that he can to keep this flag going, but his teammates did fall. So that flag is going to fall back into the hands of Enigma6. I think 3s Up has a little bit more time right now. You saw Shooter pick up a double kill with that sniper. This is not looking good right now for 3s Up. Enigma6 looking to tie this series back up 2-2.
Missed opportunity there. It all started with E6 getting a little overzealous, trying to put that 3rd flag capture in. And they're doing it again. They're pulling the flag, so I don't know. This could be another opportunity here. They could just be playing defense. Instead, they're trying to get aggressive. They do pick up a couple slays on the side of E6, but you are giving these guys an opportunity with 12 seconds up to possibly get it in there. It looks like 2 players did die, though. I think E6 should be fine. That's 3. Only 1 player alive now for 3s Up and the flag pulling. Yes, E6 is going to be able to tie this series up 2-2. What a game from Boo Boo Doo Boo.
Okay, now look, these stats. 25 power weapon kills from the guys on Enigma6 and only 9 from the guys on 3s Up. I mean, we saw Boo Boo Doo Boo. He must have easily had 9, 10 plus kills with that sniper.
That was an amazing slaying performance coming out from E6. What a way to bounce back after getting 100-0 on Empire Strongholds. So now we move into game number 5 here, Mike. This is the swing game. Eden Team Slayer, can't wait to see this one. Rami with some pretty solid stats in that game as well, but Eden TS, such a slow-paced game when you're playing against E6. You have the blue side. It's really going to come down to who's hitting their snipe shots and, again, controlling the power weapons. If 3s Up just allows E6 to continue to run the table and control all of these power weapons, we're going to see a very ugly game number 5 here. So everyone has to focus. Coach Proverb needs to get these guys on the power weapons and realize that that is single-handedly the reason why they lost that previous game.
Yeah, without a doubt. And I mean, sometimes we'll see Eden Slayer be a map where a team just pulls away and just absolutely dominates. But here, take a look at these replays of Boo Boo Doo Boo putting on a clinic, picks up the triple kill, almost gets the over. Then we saw Boo Boo Doo Boo just hitting snapshot after snapshot as well. There's a couple more to add to the list. On top of that, picks up another headshot. This is ridiculous. This many snipes in a game, and then look at this one. He just pokes around to the corner on the hallway, and he snipes another guy there. And we didn't see that, but he snipes even another one. I mean, just absolutely ridiculous by Boo Boo Doo Boo.
So it's a best of 3 now here, Mike. What do you think?
Man, I was feeling very, very confident after that 100-0 by 3s Up.
It happens, though. I mean, once you get that triple cap going against anybody, right, it's hard to come back from that. And it's not rocket science to execute, you know? Just control and stuff like that, obviously. Rotations. But the big difference, like you said, 25 power weapon kills for the red team, E6. 9 kills for the blue team. I'm looking at Renegade. I'm looking at Proverb, Coach Proverb, to step it up here. Renegade is the guy that goes for the power weapons, as you said, Mike. That was their problem. Proverb, the coach. These are the 2 big players, just like Boo Boo Doo Boo was in that CTF Coliseum game.
Definitely. Well, for those of you watching at home, be sure to join the conversation. Tweet at us. Let us who you know, or who you think, or maybe you do know.
Maybe you know. Who knows?
You know who's going to win using the hashtag HCS. We just saw JT Yasha tweet out, Boo Boo Doo Boo literally ending lives here in this series right now, just with all those sniper rifles, just absolutely ridiculous. Definitely does not feel good to be on the receiving end of that, because I mean, every once in a while you play against someone who just, it feels like they're hitting absolutely everything, and you're just like, I can't do anything. If I shoot him, it doesn't matter. He's just gonna no-scope me. But we're getting ready to go into Slayer on Eden. You've got Sniper and you've got Rockets. Let's see who is going to be able to keep control of these power weapons and bring their team home a victory.
Well, I want to switch on over to Prototype, who looks like he's the guy that's going to go over for the sniper. Rami drops the Suspector. You also have Renegade, who made his way over towards the security side, but he's going to back off and ends up dying to Boo Boo Doo. And look at that. Boo Boo Doo comes in with the flank, with the shotgun, gets shotgun sniper rifle. What a start for Boo Boo Doo. Picking up right where he left off in that previous CTF Coliseum game. 5-1 here for E6.
And you've got Suspector with the rockets, and then you have Shooter with the Hydra launcher. All 4 weapons into the hands of the players on Enigma6. Threes Up has got to be a little bit of afraid right now with how they literally have nothing. I mean, it's going to be so hard to push these players if they play slow.
Pistols and assault rifles, and apparently Renegade has SMGs, so they got. They don't have anything, you're right. Boo Boo Doo crouching over here with the shotgun, just slow playing it. And what do you think, Mike? Is it safe to say that Boo Boo Doo has been the MVP of this series so far?
100%, and I'm sure we're going to see an even greater show put on here by Boo Boo Doo with this combo that he's gotten. Like you said, Enigma6 plays Slayers so slow. They slow it down, and they make it so hard for you. But a very uncharacteristic death by Boo Boo Doo there, kind of getting caught out a little bit too far from that doorway, and he'll get taken down, but he's going to spawn up shortly after. But his entire team still has all the weapons. They've got battle rifles as well. You've got Boo Boo back with the sniper, so let's actually move over to, actually, you know what, stay with Renegade. See if you can make a successful push right here. Not going to be able to. Boo Boo Doo stays alive now with the sniper rifle as well. Shooter with the shotgun. And look at this. I mean, Boo Boo Doo and Shooter have literally just locked down the blue base, and you've got Kratos and Suspector locking down the tower over on the other side. Now Kratos kind of left off on his own, and Suspector makes his way back, but these guys are just, they're making it so hard to pick up a kill. Boo Boo Doo, another headshot to add to the list in this series.
Just so worried about what happened in the beginning of this game for Threes Up. You saw Prototype slow play it over towards the sniper. Renegade died virtually where he spawned, so I'm confused how they just allow Boo Boo Doo to get the shotgun for free and just charge right through Blue Alley and continue to control this game and virtually the series just with this weapon alone.
Without a doubt, and just to note, 9 power weapon kills already for the guys on E6 and only 1 for the players on Threes Up. Let's stay here with Boo Boo Doo and see if he's going to be able to pick up any more headshots with the sniper. Definitely rotating really well around the map. He's got players behind him over at the turbine, a player inside of blue base as well, so he knows he doesn't have to worry about any players flanking. He can just focus across the map, cutting off routes, and trying to pick off any players trying to make a flank. That new sniper is going to be up. That's going to be 2 down for Threes Up. Shooter will fall. Very carefully trying to line up that headshot, but not going to be able to hit. I mean,
don't think about it so much, man.
You see these players hit some of the hardest snipes.
Thinking too much.
And then it's like the easiest snipe comes up in front of you. The guy's just walking out. He's not even doing anything. You're not getting shot. And it's like, it's almost harder to hit that for some of these guys. But it doesn't make any sense, though.
It doesn't make any sense, but you know what? You gotta say, Threes Up, they've kind of fought right back into this one. They have control, and they're down 8 kills. More importantly, they have control and weapons for the first time in this game. So let's see if they're able to do anything with the rockets dropping in 20 seconds at that 8-minute mark. Renegade missing a couple shots over there, but still plenty of ammo to spare. 8 shots left in the sniper rifle too, so would really like to see somebody get in the security area right now for the side of Threes Up. Yeah, rockets are coming up, but you have to control the top catwalk if you want to at least get the shotgun out of Boo Boo Doo's hands and make sure they don't have that same alley charge that came up before. So it looks like the push is coming out through outside. Gonna shoot that rocket box and get this kill easily on Shooter and Suspector. Now it's only 5 kills, Mike, after, again, all the amazing plays coming out from E6.
Yeah, Threes Up did a great job in turning the game around, getting some power weapons into their hands. And Renegade still holding on to that sniper rifle. We've got Shooter with the Hydra over by Turbine, and then on top of that, you've got Kratos with rockets, who's making his way over towards the red side of the map. So Threes Up holding the blue side, you've got E6 holding the red side of the map, and he actually, I gotta move over to Boo Boo Doo. Kratos dropped the rockets for Boo Boo Doo. So they must be feeling pretty confident in Boo Boo Doo right now. He's got to be feeling like he's hot, he's on fire. But now let's jump back over to Renegade because he just picked up a snipe kill on Kratos. And see if he's going to be able to pick up any more kills and bring this back.
So the strategy was to give the rockets to Boo Boo Doo and then charge out and die? Was that the strategy? And then distract for Boo-Boo-Doo-Boo? Is that what the strategy was? I don't think it was. Shooter with the, or Renegade with the nice shots. That's 2 back-to-back deaths now for Kratos. And Boo-Boo-Doo-Boo flies in with their light rifle and picks up 1 kill. Still has rockets in his back pocket as well.
It looks like Kratos was trying to initiate a push and just trying to get something started, but his team wasn't aligned and nobody was really making a move just then. But now we're gonna see Boo-Boo-Doo get sniper and rockets. Gonna pick up a rocket kill, save the life of his teammate and bring these power weapons back to red side of the map over near his team. New sniper will be up. Boo-Boo-Doo almost kind of getting caught out in the open again, but he's gonna use these rockets and sniper to make sure they get that third round of rockets. Picks up another kill, looking to find that player at top snipe as well. Rockets up here in 5 seconds, sniper up in 5 seconds as well. He could use that rocket to bait this player. Goes for the long range rocket and he hits it on Prototype and gets the double kill for Renegade.
He's carrying this series right now.
And the triple.
This guy is carrying right now. Let's get the boo-boos taking doo-boos in the chat right now because it's a 5-kill game and who knows how many kills Boo-Boo-Doo has. He's 12-2, ladies and gentlemen.
Now make that 13-2, about to be 14-2. Upping their power weapon kill count to 16 and 3's up 5.
It's one of the most impressive players in the HCS, and he's proving that here, trying to stay in the Pro League for the next season. And again, you got to point out that the guy is 13-2, make that 14-2, and this is only an 8-kill game. So just single-handedly demolishing the players on 3's up right now. Let's hop on board with someone else here from E6 and see who else is putting in work in order to try to win this series here. This is a huge game. Going up 3-2 in this series would be big. Just to give you guys an update, this is double elimination and this is best of 7. So whoever loses this game, they are not out of the series and they are not out of this tournament. Still plenty of time, but however, E6 starting to build on their lead, Mike.
Definitely. All right, well, I'd love to hop into a listen-in with Enigma6, so let's go ahead and do that right now.
Dude, I have rockets. No, you're fine.
Yes,
Sit blue plant, don't move.
red flag.
He's sniping red plant. Sit blue plant, don't move.
I have
New rocket in the 20.
I'm red side tower, guys.
Let's make a play with these rockets to get
I'm just sitting
good
above your
turbine.
line. I'm not watching anything.
They do
Look at
have
my screen.
sniper.
Someone go like pit to front red.
He's sniping red plat.
I'm going front right now. Hold on.
Okay, Jesse, try to watch for him.
Can you guys watch over me real quick?
I'll try. We need to contest.
Do you want to push? We need to try to melt the sniping now. Sniping red flag, guys.
And one at Hydra. Aiden's pushing.
Red nest, red nest.
on me. Sniper's on me. He's red closing low. Red closing low,
Push up, guys. Push up. And red square, guys.
2 on me, guys. We should get
I'm nading red square.
3 on me, guys. We should get
Aiden,
that.
stay alive.
Shot red window.
Yeah,
Push out for these.
Rocket, I shot him. He's weak. Watch out, watch out.
One shot turbine
Hit with rockets or something. Turbine, no, he's turbine, still turbine. Aiden's
Alright,
out.
we have a good lead.
Pushing tower, guys.
Is he?
Guys, help on,
Yeah,
help
yeah.
on. I have one here. Is Shotty on spawn? What happened to Shotty? I died with it. I was the one that died with it. Okay.
Watch outside blue. I think
He's like red side tower.
guys. Carlos.
Not sure.
He's red square sniping.
Red square.
He's low, red
Don't
square,
even
low.
challenge.
Weak red
Yeah,
square.
don't snipe that
There's a
kid.
guy here, I think. Tower.
They have Hydra.
I got
Crouching
last
blue stairs.
Alright. Do you have how many rockets?
Am I by myself? Is anyone?
I'm out.
Aiden, Ryan's watching you.
Just
You're
play
fine.
defense. I'm at
Okay.
tower with you, Carlos. I'm watching your
How
top
aggressive should I
side.
be?
No,
Okay,
just stay there.
Just don't. They're gonna bait this thing sniper. Yo, when sniper comes up, we should push outside blue, Aiden. We did on line.
Alright, wanna?
Yeah.
Let's wait for it.
Snipe me red hill, and then probably gonna push me. Red hill,
Get
sniping
out
guys,
of there.
front
I'm here,
side.
Carlos. Don't
Alright,
I
go.
know,
stack with
Let's
me.
go. They're staring at
Go
it.
top cat or something.
Get up. We're on the bottom.
Prototype's weak. Red side tower's on.
Watch out red Ben. Watch out red
Red side
Ben.
tower
I'm
rockets.
watching sticker side.
Don't get sniped
I'm
from
pushing
window.
mid bridge, Jesse.
Carlos, I'm backing up for a
Charging
second.
red Ben. I'm charging red Ben.
He's on me. One shot.
Jesse's
One right
outside.
FD.
And red nest.
Red nest, watch out.
Nice.
Red nest, weak side, guys. Top cat.
Top cat right now.
Red nest.
Red square
sniping.
rockets.
Nice call.
Nice, Carlos. Stay alive. Blue alley with rockets.
Go for
tower with
sniping.
rockets, Jesse.
I'm going for snipe.
Go for snipes.
Watch outside blue.
Alright, Aiden's going for Yo, they have a sniper still.
Pushing
Aiden,
outside blue.
careful.
Aiden, I'm pushing outside blue.
They have a snipe still.
Low tower with rockets. You ain't
Sniping
doing
red.
rocket, you suck!
Red nest. One shot red nest. One shot red nest. Carlos after him.
Watch out, Jesse, watch out, Jesse!
Where
You suck!
are they, guys? Where are they?
Red nest. Turbine.
Turbine.
Red square. Nice.
Oh my god. Rocking blue
Red alley.
pushing that.
On me. Guys, rocket 20. Get these in rocket tower on me.
I'm pushing red nest. Live. I'm at red nest, guys. He's back. Outside red on me. He's back tower to the right. He's back tower to the right.
They want to target. They want to target.
Outside red on me.
Red BR. Let's go for rockets.
I hear you.
I'm looking red BR. Sniping blue. Red BR right now. Red alley with sniper. Holding outside red. Someone go for rocket.
I'm on rocket.
Target me top cat. Top cat.
Watch outside right.
Aiden just live.
Where? I'm running, bro. I'm running.
Carlos has rocks. Let's go to red.
Under blue.
Top cat.
Okay, I'm red.
We're going red. We're going red.
Red nest. I'm one shot.
Mid-bridge. Watch your outside blue. Watch your outside blue. I'm watching
Push the red. Push the red. And cat.
Mid-bridge.
Push the red. Through the red.
Tardy's one shot.
Outside red on me. In red. Red nest.
Make out the red nest. Rockets down on the fan. Red nest is square. Red nest is square. Rockets are down red fan.
Where? They have him. Dead, dude. They have sniper. Two guys, one shot's in red. There you go.
Shots. The rocket guy. I got Carlos. Carlos, do not die. Just wait. Go back to tower. Just go back to tower.
I'm just gonna stay close.
Dude, they have rockets there. We can stay here, Carlos.
No, he doesn't have rockets.
Do they have sniper or should I go for that right? Aiden, just crouch there. Aiden, just bait me. Do they have sniper? There's sniper.
Two guys outside blue.
Crouch red SMG.
Two in the door. Two in the door. Window.
Crouch red square, Aiden. Just crouch red square. Tell me what's on
Window really big renegade.
Send me outside blue door. Send me outside
Yeah, they're pushing
I'm
blue
crouching
hard.
red plat. I'm crouching red plat. One's red nest.
You guys can
Aiden, literally
push
don't
outside
shoot
red.
that kid.
Push
Don't shoot
over
nest.
pretty hard.
Just blue. They saw me. They don't know you're there though. Just keep sitting there.
Outside blue.
Outside red, Aiden. Just I'm making him push me.
Outside.
I'm making him push me.
1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Sitting square.
Sitting here.
Yeah, we just need like one trade.
Top cat.
Challenging hard. Shoot this kid. Shoot this kid.
I'm looking now.
Hey, he backed up.
Got two shots.
I shot him once.
Watch outside red. Carlos, just crouch here. Crouch, dude. Literally.
Tower. Shot. Renegade. He's gonna go red. Bridge with
Red.
Ryan.
Square with rocket.
Square. They're gonna push Ryan 100%. Just you have a splinter. Use it.
I got shot.
No.
Inside red. Inside red.
Blue,
They're inside red. They're gonna chase us.
Okay. Inside blue.
We can
Inside red. One shot inside red.
One shot in red window. I died. A teammate or something.
Crouch in blue alley.
Red window.
Shot turbine.
Okay, rockets in blue. Rocket.
Red fan. 3 outside red. 3 outside red.
Here's rockets.
And one's blue door. Blue door.
Here's rockets. Blue door.
They're gonna push you guys. You guys need to push us.
That might be right. Watch snipes on, guys. Liv, I'm crouching here. Crouching back.
Red.
Blue door.
Back tower.
Try to come
Back
back
tower.
tower.
I can't.
Top cat. 2 pushing tower. One shot. In tower weak. Top cat. Close.
Look at top cat.
Watch out, top cat.
I
can't watch the tower.
I'm dead.
Live.
No, you can't die. You cannot die.
I got
Overtime.
I'm here crouching blue stairs.
Hey, stop playing with balls here.
I'm here blue stairs.
Push outside.
I'm with you, Ryan.
They might have sniper.
Come on, let's go.
I'm with you, Ryan.
I'm here. Is anyone with me?
With a phenomenal comeback to tie up the game 43-43. We're in overtime. What a play, what a series of plays by Threes Up. Tom, you're holding me back right now. We can't even believe what we just
holding
witnessed.
you back because I pooped my pants, Mike. That's why, honestly. That is the most intense thing I've ever seen at the end of a game. Are you kidding me? Threes Up comes back at 0-0 on the clock? What is going on right now?
If Threes Up makes this happen, I mean, we just saw just so much power weapon control from the guys on Enigma6 and just so many slays. Boo Boo Doo Boos with 17 kills right now. Nobody able to break that 43 mark right now, though. And wow, I mean, just a series of events. Threes Up making the perfect pushes, staying alive at the right time. You saw Enigma6 going, kind of turtling back up into their play style where they like to just play very defensive and just literally get swarmed by the guys on Threes Up. But here we are tied 46-46. Folks, this will give the lead to either team. We are all tied up in the series 2-2 right now. Threes Up looking to make one of the best comebacks I feel like we have seen any time in Halo 5.
All right, 48-46 here. It looks like they're closing this one out. There's a player running away on the stairs towards the blue side. He has to be in the pit. They're trying to hunt him down. Renegade over there, 49-46. We could see one of the craziest comebacks in HCS history. There's a player one shot in the blue window, just crouching Rami completely out of position over here on the other side of the map. 49-48. What are they doing on Threes Up? Why are they not sticking together and collapsing?
Those players are getting caught off on their own. They're giving up kills that they don't need to. They should have made just one fluent push together and go for that one kill. But now they've got to play a little bit safer right now. They still have everything in their favor, 49-48. They've got Hydra Launcher. The entire team, actually 3 players on Enigma6 have battle rifles right now as well. So you got to be wary of that during that push. It's going to make it harder to out-pistol them in a 1v1 fight. But Rami with the light rifle, if he can get some good shots,
he would have got those kills.
He might have been able to, but he ended up just dropping that. Let's see if he's going to be able to pick up this kill. Not able to get it. The shotgun play from Boo Boo Dubu, and Boo Boo Dubu cannot do it. You're going to see 3s up, win game number 5, and go up 3-2 in the series. And look at that sigh of relief right there from Rami. So happy that they closed that out. Definitely one of the greatest comebacks we've ever seen in Halo 5.
This is becoming one of the best series we've ever seen in Halo 5. And I know Ryan Noob is cringing right now because I just said that. But you know what? That is a fantastic game. What a series from both of these teams. Now we move into game number 6. I believe that is going to be Rick Strongholds.
Boo Boo Dubu had 21 kills for his team at one point. And I gotta point out, because we heard this during the listen-in, you heard someone call out Kratos. They said, Kratos, do not die, wait for us. Do not die, wait for us. And we saw Kratos sometimes making some pushes. I don't know if there was a miscommunication. His teammates weren't pushing alongside him, but there were a series of deaths where Kratos kept dying. And those 1 or 2 kills, it really did come down to those 1 or 2 kills right there.
Yeah, it came down to, I mean, I thought we were going to see double overtime. I don't even know if that's possible, if it was tied 49-49 when it hits 0 on the game clock after overtime. But
confirmed, not possible.
Well, I'm glad that you work at 343 because if it was up to me, we'd have quadruple overtime. But either way, 50-49. And keep in mind, guys, it is a best of 7. So again, we have Rick Strongholds. And then if it does go to game 7, it's Regret Slayer. Can E6 recover after that? Someone else has to step it up besides Boo Boo Dubu.
Yeah, I mean, Boo Boo Dubu, he's doing everything he can. And that's where you kind of get, if you're Boo Boo Dubu, you kind of get into the mentality where you're just like, I need to do more, I need to do more. But in reality, it's like, sometimes your teammates, they got to do more. They got to be getting a few more kills. They got to be putting themselves in the right position, waiting for your teammates, working together a bit more. But real quick, we got to talk about 3s up 2 at the end of that game. You pointed out they gave up 2 deaths that they did not need to.
Yeah.
One player went in by himself trying to finish off the game.
Like, they won the game.
But
so.
yeah, they won the game.
I'm more worried about the team nade. Remember when Kratos threw a nade and it killed Boo Boo Dubu? I thought that was a pretty big play there. But
Boo Boo Dubu was the one that made the push there at the end with shotgun as well.
Yes, but it was very close. But here's the thing: it hasn't been enough for 3s up. They haven't won back-to-back games in this series. So is that going to be enough momentum for these guys to finally carry it over here into Rick Strongholds and win this? As we take a look at Boo Boo Dubu, and the guy's just so calm when he plays. But I'm really looking at the other 3 players to step it up and go big. Because yeah, you got Kratos giving the rockets to Boo Boo Dubu and things like that. He's hot, giving him the hot hand. He's obviously going to get more kills, and we don't want to look into the stats too much, but way more so in Slayer than you do, especially in objective games. But I gotta say, Mike, this series, it has not disappointed at all. And look at these guys; they even got little notes up there.
Taking notes up there to remind them maybe on certain strats. Maybe we'll find out exactly what was written on there. Find out some secret strategies that 3s Up's doing. But I gotta talk about Rami's sigh of relief too. You saw that smile. You don't see Rami crack a smile too often, but he cracked a smile at the end of that game. You just saw all relief, just like, oh man, thank God that we won there. Oh my gosh, what a
Looks
game.
like we got a player in the bathroom taking a little bit of a break, and you know what? Smart strategy.
Yeah.
So smart strategy. Go to the bathroom, splash some water on your face, reset. Try to get composed over here because that was a tough loss.
Yeah, man. Guys at home watching, guys and girls, everyone at home watching, let us know who you think's gonna win using the hashtag HCS. Tweet at us or let us know in the chat. Do you think 3s Up is gonna close this out here? Do you think we're gonna see a game number 7 with Enigma6 bringing this back?
If you want 3s Up to win, let's see a 3 in the chat. If you want E6 to win, put a 6 in the chat. And if you want Boo Boo to take your Dubu, you can always put that in the chat too.
Put the Boo Boo Dubu, yeah. Take my Dubu. Wow.
What a game. Hey, shout out, we got Spartan the dad over there with the cowboy hat. Shout out to Spartan the dad. Shout out to everybody that showed up here in Burbank.
Yeah, we've got the free-for-all going on over here as well. We've got Daffs, we've got Randa here as well. We've got Jazero, a handful of players here playing FFA. I don't know who that is. Someone's waving at us.
That's a random.
That's some random
I think
player.
He used to be on Carbon or something, or was it Final Boss? Or was it both? That's Dave Walshy, yeah. All right, guys, but tweet the stream out. Let's get some eyes in here. We're currently sitting at 7,300. I want to get a lot more. Let's double that because this has been one heck of a series between E6 and Threes Up. And Monster trying to massage his eyes and those temples. Get into the mood here.
They must look a little bit upset right there, but they're getting ready for this game. Talking
they're probably
shop,
upset about
strat.
their previous rig game, honestly.
Yeah. Could be
the big thing is they didn't control the power weapons, right? And they didn't control. Well, they got the camo, they just didn't put it to good use, right? So Proverb, as we take a look at Proverb right there on Threes Up, he's been doing a great job calling out whose overshield it is, whose camo it is, when these weapons are coming up. But it's up to the players to execute, so they have to get it going. Love to see the fist bumps going in there too. Sending the energy across, everybody getting it going. Let's get this game underway.
Prototype's still looking a little bit tired, but definitely not performing like he's tired, putting up some big numbers, doing what he needs to do for his team. Who are we going to kick things off with here in this match? Tom.
I think we got to go with a little bit of, oh, if it would let me click. There we go. Go a little bit of shooter point of view.
All right, and Shooter does get the railgun right now. And folks that are just tuning in, Enigma6 is trailing Threes Up 2-3 in the series. If Threes Up wins this match, they will move on and only need to win one more match to move on to the next season of HCS Pro League, knocking out one of the current teams in the HCS Pro League. Shooter just staying alive here, giving some defense towards this Stronghold and playing it smart. Look, he's letting that capture happen for a little bit and then poking out, but actually, you know what? That actually didn't work out for him because those players knew exactly where he was.
I like that play. That was a smart play, and he's just continuing to lock down this side of the map. And all he needs to do is call out the people on his radar and also say, hey guys, I'm locking this entire side of the map down. Maybe someone else can help me, but I really need you guys to focus Nest and Engine side because this is all me. So let's see if Shooter can really lock down this side over here. That's going to be Rammy, picks up that kill onto Rammy. However, there is Monster coming in there, and if Monster wants, there is a shotgun near him as well. Let's see if he's able to find it. No, Suspector comes in instead and does grab that shotgun as well.
All right, Suspector now hanging out by the yellow corner, just trying to stay alive over here. Just getting some protection around the basement. No need to push up. They're controlling the two better Strongholds. This is not the poor man's setup, as you would say. So that's going to be 2 down for Threes Up, almost 3 down. Actually, yes, that will be 3 down. Last player is going to be Renegade. So Enigma6 right now just looking very dominant. Kind of a reverse of what we saw from Empire Strongholds.
What comes up must come down.
What comes up must come down. You are right, but right as that happens, 3 down for Enigma6, and we're seeing a push from Threes Up to see if they can get a little bit of control, and they are able to get a second Stronghold now, putting a little bit more points on the board right now, but still not able to get too much control of any of the power weapons.
That's the key. That's what just plagued them in the previous rig game. Boo Boo Doo Boo over here with the shotgun laying down some fire. That basement does get reset in part because Kratos was there, but Prototype gets that kill, picks up the shotgun, and now you're finally going to see some sort of momentum in this game here on Rick Strongholds 4 Threes Up.
All right, Prototype hanging back now, defending the basement. You got players overtaking the nest though, as they're sitting back over here. They're able to get that stop. Can they get the reset though? Not able to get that reset yet, and Enigma6 will get that capture on the nest. Now 41-7, making quick work of Threes Up. Prototype just trying to keep one Stronghold in his team's favor. Got shotgun around basement. He's going to get picked off a little bit and stay alive to get the kill on Suspector. Still has the shotgun in his back pocket. 1 shot left, making a move towards bottom middle to finish off Boo Boo Doo Boo. They are, even though they are slaying this entire time, they have yet to capture that second Stronghold. You're seeing them capture Nest now, finally get that second Stronghold in their hands and put a few more points on the board, but they've got some serious catching up to do here.
They do. A lot of catching up, maybe call Hines. But we'll see what happens over here. Prototype with the shotgun. He's going to have to drop this one so it can reset. That could be really big for him because that'll spawn in 10 seconds. And they can continue to lock down that basement. Keep in mind that this is all going back to an amazing 2v2 battle that Prototype helped clean up Kratos, and this is why he's been able to continue to stay alive over here, over towards back wall.
Right, you are, and you were talking about how Threes Up didn't get that power weapon control previously in the Eden Slayer match. They have 0 power weapon kills right now. Enigma6 has 8 power weapon kills and 1 power weapon or power up pickup. So it's split between the two. They've both been able to get 1 camo, but Enigma6 doing a great job at controlling power weapons. But right as I say that, Threes Up gets the trip cap. They will lose that shortly after, but now holding 2. You're going to see Suspector, Kratos go down. Monster will fall, but he'll have Rami there maybe to pick up the kill. Boo Boo Doo Boo falls, and now we're seeing that was 2 or 3 down for Enigma6, and they lost a stronghold for just a moment, but now they were able to regain control, and they pretty much almost brought this back, Tom.
This is huge. Rami with camo SMG put in work, but no, Suspector flies in there. He also has the railgun as well. So Nest going to be captured right now on the side of Threes Up. They're going to continue to hold Basement and Nest, but Suspector is the big player here on the map with this gun. 3 shots left in the railgun, but no, Monster shuts it down with the shotgun. That could be the play that wins Threes Up this series.
Yeah, and he's got railgun in his back pocket as well. So railgun and shoddy. He's got a player on his radar right now, trying to fixate his location or fixate his sights on that player at top tower. Staying alive, doing a great job right here. 2 players making a push. He does pick up a kill, but he does lose both those power weapons. Does have a teammate, Prototype, nearby, picking up the kill on Kratos. Prototype trying to stay alive. There is a player above him, and that player decides and opts to leave and not challenge Prototype with the shotgun. Starts to make his way over towards the snipe hallway, but Prototype realizes he's in a good position that he could catch another player off spawn. Gets him down to 1 shot, but is not able to finish. He will stay alive, though. Still picking up points. Threes Up now, up 60 to 50 as well.
Nice spreading out and spacing coming out from Prototype, realizing that his teammate was on the bat ledge, and they're very weak over towards this basement side. Suspector picks up 1 kill, but he trades. Now that is going to be on spawn. So Prototype coming up, the cleanup crew. That's a railgun guy, though. He has to be careful. Looks like that was Kratos with the railgun over here. Camo going to be dropping any second here. As you do have Prototype just dropped that shotgun too, so that should be coming up as well.
And that was a great play by Prototype. Yeah, he was just kind of being the cleanup crew and just finishing up all these 1-shots, but his teammates were doing what they needed to kind of hold back that push over towards basement. But over by the nest, too many players fell, and they are going to lose control of the nest.
So much patience right now coming out from Prototype, just cleaning up everyone. This is a huge kill. If he can find it, no. Kratos shuts it down with the DMR. Let's see if the captain of E6 can bring these guys back into it.
He picks up the double, looking like he is trying to bring this back here. They're holding Nest, keeping everyone from Threes Up back. So right now they're holding basement and Nest. They got to focus on players pushing from the tower and focus on players that could potentially be pushing from the catwalk. But look at this. It looks like all Threes Up players have made their way over to the tower, but are slowly making their way back to the catwalk. You're going to see a player make a dash across the open deck over towards the Nest right now, trying to get that capture. You're going to see that slowly get captured, and that's going to be Monster. Monster trying to get the capture, fights a 1v1, a player jumps up. Is he able to get it? No, that will get reset. And then look at this, Enigma6 going for the trip cap. Yes, indeed, they do get it. 74 to 71, but Enigma6 is looking like they are going to cruise by right now as they are still confidently holding this trip cap.
This triple cap is huge because there's only 25 points more to go for both teams. And look at that aggression coming in. Boo Boo Doo Boo with the shotgun. Prototype trying to come up in here and help these guys, but there it is. Finally, BR base able to get captured, but no, they got too aggressive and they gave up basement at the same time too. So let's see if they're going to be able to continue to get the reset, and they are. So that could have been a scary moment for E6, and only 1 or 2 more pushes here from the side of Threes Up, and they're all pushing individually.
Yeah, they've got to be wary because they don't have many pushes left in the game that they can do because time is ticking right now. 91. Thought Prototype was about to walk into that splinter, but he will get taken down anyway. Here we go, though, folks. Threes Up is able to keep themselves alive. 75, it's now 76, but right as they capture a stronghold, you have Enigma6 capturing another stronghold, playing a game of flip-flop right now. They're going to get that capture, and now Threes Up still staying alive.
Interesting beeline there from Kratos, but he did enough distracting over there. Prototype picks up the double. Do they get the reset in the basement? They do get a temporary one, but no, that grenade sticks in the ground for some reason, and Prototype's gonna have to back off over here. Ramy is clutching it right now, but it's a 3-on-1 situation for Prototype. I don't think it's gonna go well for him. They have to rotate towards the nest. Monster's already there, but here come the grenades. Is it gonna be enough? It's all coming down to this. If Monster can capture the nest, they may be able to do it. He does capture it. Everyone's now gonna have to fly over towards the overpass and help him. Gets the nice assault rifle kill onto Boo Boo Doo Boo, but no, that's not gonna be enough. All 4 dead right now for 3s up. This is gonna be game for E6.
Yeah, I mean, Renegade does have a position to get some nades in, but they will get that capture so close from stopping that. Folks, we are going to game number 7. Enigma6 takes game number 6. We are going the distance.
Oh man, what a way to start Saturday here in Burbank for the HCS 2006 Pro League Finals. And we're just at relegation, guys. We haven't even gotten to the big dogs yet, but these guys looking to try to become the big dogs. Ramy, can he do it? Game number 7 right around the corner, and the map, it's gonna be Regret.
Take a look at these slays. 22 from Suspector, stepping up for his team. Kratos and Shooter both with 17, and Boo Boo Doo Boo trailing with 11. So Boo Boo Doo Boo not having one of the greatest games, but you know, it doesn't matter because his other teammates stepped up and he contributed the way he needed to.
Definitely, I hope that these are the series that we see the rest of the tournament, because what a series we have on hand. Mike, we called it. After game number 3, Coliseum CTF, E6 won that game. It was going the distance, but it's been back and forth. So what happens? Do you give the momentum to E6 now that they brought it to game 7? Or do you say, hey, well, it's been, 3s up wins, then E6 wins, then 3s up win, then... So is it in the cards that 3s up's gonna win this one?
I kind of fear for 3s up here. Yes, they did win Slayer on Eden and made that epic comeback, but the way they lost the rig, and even with how they didn't control power weapons on the rig, and how they didn't control power weapons on Eden Slayer, and even just this last game, the rig Strongholds, but more importantly Slayer, because that's what we're going into, Regret Slayer. They have got to make sure they're getting Overshield. They have got to make sure that they're getting the caster. They've got to make sure that they are just picking up these weapons for their advantage.
Well, I look at the symmetrical maps, though, as well, and it seems like 3s Up has played the symmetrical maps better, so that could give them an advantage here in Regret. But a lot of it's going to come down to, like you said, power weapon control, but power up control. Whoever gets the most Overshields should win this one.
And that's your man right there. That's Renegade. His team's counting on him to pick up those power weapons. That's why they picked him up, and that's what he's been doing on the squad, and he has been dominating. We saw him pick up the fuel rod on Truth CTF 3 times, uncontested, flying into the base of Enigma6. And are we gonna see him be able to pick up the caster and kind of go to town with that here? We'll find out. Who are we gonna jump on board with, though? We are going into Regret Slayer. Folks, get hyped at home. Folks in the house, let me hear you get hyped. This is game number 7 between Enigma6 and 3s Up.
We're going to start this off with the man who dropped bombs last game. That is going to be Suspector, who made his way already towards top center. Doesn't elect to pick up the splinter grenades. Instead, he's going to fly out towards the other side and just lay down fire on all these guys sitting down towards the bottom. But fantastic job by Ramy here with the plasma caster, picking that one up uncontested, Mike.
And you do have Shooter on Enigma6, who picked up the overshield off screen, and he will pick up, actually he didn't pick up the kill.
He gets melted. Will he live? No, he gets away, at least with his life. And no, Prototype and Monster gonna converge to get that kill. And this is a scary moment here for the side of E6. They're on a bad spawn cycle, and you have everybody for 3s Up top center.
Yeah, Prototype putting the pressure on to the base, and perfect kills Kratos into the base, level 2 of blue. Now making his way over towards the other side of the map. His teammates are already putting pressure on. Ramy picks up a kill on Shooter. Ramy trying to stay alive. He'll be taken down, and you got to be wary. You don't want to give up those free, easy deaths sometimes, because those will come back to bite you. Renegade picks up a kill, goes for the double. That's a perfect, gets the double, holding top middle. We're going to see a lot of players holding top mid, trying to keep control. Renegade gets 2v1 right there. A player sneaks out from Carbine, now over to Prototype. Prototype down by Pink 1. We've got Overshield in less than 50 seconds. Players need to start getting ready for this Overshield.
All right, Game 7, guys. We're going to have to go into a listen-in with both teams. First, I want to start this one off with 3s up.
I killed him.
P2, 2 shots.
No, you're.
Shooter, top middle, one shot. Top middle, off sleep, shooter.
Nice, tell me so one shot, John.
Looking, I don't see where he went. Top B.
P2, off sleep, P2, off sleep.
One shot top middle.
P2, one shot, 48,
One shot top middle, guys. He didn't drop.
Nice,
Car 4, suspector. 48 OS. Car 4, suspector.
47.
Red car,
Kratos, 2 shots.
Rep P.
I'll look at car. Guys, I have a scatter.
Got him.
Run needles. Suspect, Kratos is weak. OS, guys, 48.
I died. Yo, red break.
48.
Dropping.
Red break, one shot, Kratos.
Remy.
Nice.
Look at Caster.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
going
forget about this Caster.
I'm going
Alright, that's you, Remy. That's you.
Red two,
I'm in blue. Yo, you buy yourself.
I died. Red car, red 2, red pink. Red 2, red pink.
And one.
Red pink and red 2, that's 2 guys.
I'm hiding blue bitch.
Red car 2, on the fly. Red car, one shot. Blue, one shot, one needles. I need help. Should be a guy P2. Red bridge, suspector. Blue pink, Kratos. Blue pink, Kratos.
Absolutely red needles, dude.
Like one shot.
Still left.
You start listening. Red car.
Alright, I'm storing needles, guys. Stay alive. Everybody stay alive.
Cartoon, watch out, boo. I have 2 here. What, dude?
I store needles.
Watch out, blue shooter.
Stay alive, guys.
Watch out, blue car, one shot. Stop trying to win every individual battle. Let's work together. One dead, nice job, John.
I won.
Nice, two dead.
Yo, push it. Top red wall right now.
Look at red wall.
Shooter, he dropped red. Bottom red.
Watch out, leave him.
They're gonna spawn there.
Everybody get up top.
Yo, they might. Okay.
I think blue car.
Two watch out to me. I got one. One more watch out.
Bottom red, he fired me. Bottom red.
Stay alive, chance.
They have chance.
I got it!
Good shit, chance.
Run needles, boo.
All right, and you hear actually a little bit of frustration from some of the players on 3s up. You hear Prototype saying, work together. Stop trying to win every 1v1 battle. We got to use more teamwork, and that is what it comes down to. Regret is a fast game type. You got to work together. And then you also heard one of the players say, don't forget about the caster. Ramy was able to get that. He did have Overshield as well.
Yeah, like you said, a little bit of frustration going in there. They're going to have to put that behind them because we're going to go on board shortly with the E6 communication and figure out what exactly they're saying to one another. And we saw a couple of awkward silences as well. So let's switch on over to someone from E6 and see what's going on with them.
I got shot from pistol, dude. One shot on my needles. Nice. Now they got one shot. Other one bottom end. Caster on my X, Jesse. Front, right.
Blue needles, guys.
Blue needles with Caster, I'm pretty sure.
Blue needles.
How many guys on one shot? Help me, car.
You're alone right now.
Go, Aiden.
We need to get out.
Where?
He has scatter for bottom mid.
Bottom mid.
Scatter blue needles.
Carlos, stay alive.
Needles, one shot. Nice.
Another one shot. Carlos.
P2 really prototype. P2, 2 shots prototype.
Got one. Another guy. Top car, guys.
Three.
Top car, last guy.
Where's he?
Somewhere.
I'm leaving that kid.
Blue car. I need a blue car. I need it. He's one shot.
He's so
He's on the nip still. He's to the left. Nice job, Jesse.
One shot.
Let's go, guys.
Blue BR.
Jesse, I'm here. Carlos.
Here, Caster.
I'm pushing.
Yes, Caster top blue.
I'm watching back to red. I'm going back to red.
I spawned on needles. There's one P1.
I'm watching red.
One's blue BR, monster.
I need a red BR.
I think. Yeah, tell me.
Red bridge, one shot.
Drop on red. P1. Watch your needles. I kill P1. Watch out, P1. P2. Nice shot, Brian. P2 weak. P2 really? One shot. P2 really?
I'll kill Ramy. He's still P2 blue side.
It's Caster blue car, guys.
I'm looking at red. What's one red?
I think.
Watch out, red needles. Renegade.
I hear.
Two here. He went in scatter. He went scatter.
Blocking blue, they're gonna spawn car.
He's low needles.
One shot. He's one shot down there.
Red. He's still in scatter. Watch out on red with Caster. Nice.
Bottom
red with Caster.
Where are they going, Jesse?
He's going red toilet. Red bridge. And red nip. One shot. Might go beer. Carlos, let's go. Red bridge. Top middle from red bridge to top mid, guys.
And another one, Peter.
On Ryan weak. One shot red needle. Bottom red, guys. You guys there.
Two guys bottom red.
Guys, it was 44.
He has Caster on me. Caster red car.
Yeah,
Caster red car, guys.
Bottom red, guys. Live. Hold on, we got red. Kill blue.
Going top mid. Caster bottom mid, I think. Red needles to top red, guys. Red needles to top red.
Blue knife, one shot.
Blue.
You have no ammo again. 44. Jump.
Red needles. OS, guys. One shot. I killed one. Another one. Nice.
One more.
Nice, good job, guys.
Full scatter down.
One shot on me.
Full caster down. Blue.
Red one.
I didn't even caster. You didn't get it.
Turn around.
Alright, go blue.
P2 now.
Go blue side.
Push these
Blue
two.
side. I'm flying.
Blue bridge.
One shot, guys. One shot,
You guys top mid, guys. You guys top mid. One shot prototype.
Dropping. Blue from blue. One shot. His car.
To your left.
Blue tunnel.
Another one blue, I think.
Nice. He has caster. He has full caster.
Top mid.
Go!
Let's
go, baby.
I'm top mid.
Yo, I'm going car 4.
I'm going just cartoon open.
Aiden's top mid right now, guys.
Two top red. One shot.
They're not guys, I need help. He's low. I'm living.
Where is he?
He's to the left. One shot. One shot. Nick, guys. He's bottom needles or something.
Two guys low. Two red needles low.
He dropped. Right, he's going blue needles.
P2. Look P2.
One's gonna be blue needles and one's pushing right car now. I'm watching blue needles.
Crash from right car.
One shot. Top mid, 2 shots. Top mid, 1 shot.
Let me just back up, Jesse. Back up.
I am.
Blue and watch blue P door. Watch blue P door.
Blue P door, kill me.
Should I get a trade, guys?
Are you top blue 2 him? Going blue car now on. He's blue needles actually. Blue needles. Blue needles going for scatter. He has scatter and needles. He's weak in needles.
I'll be weak. One shot renegade. One shot renegade.
There's a kid blue. Tunnel, one shot. Right tunnel. One shot.
I'm with you, right.
Carlos is pushing him. He's 1 shot. Nice. P1.
Nice. Another guy red car. One shot blue car, guys. One shot blue car.
Live, Jesse.
And back and forth we go between Enigma6 and 3's up, but Enigma6 now leads by 2 kills with a plasma caster in the hands of Shooter. Shoots a long-range shot, and he gets the kill on Monster. Suspector picks up a scatter kill on Rami. It's 48-44. They get the new caster as well. In a back-and-forth series, we may see Enigma6 close this out here in a Game 7. That's going to be 49-45. A player gets caught off that bottom middle. And folks, Enigma6 win game number 7 over 3's up and are 1 step closer to securing their spot in the next season of HCS Pro League.
You got to give it to Shooter. Shooter just went ham in that last game. Total kills, I think, was 16 with 9 deaths. But all of that big killing spree at the end of the game was the big difference maker. It started underneath one of the bases with the reversal double kill onto Rami, and he continued to do work with the plasma caster, ending the game for E6.
Yeah, that was a big turning point there. Shooter turned around. Rami had pretty much Shooter dead to rights with the scatter shot. You saw about all 5 shots come in. Only very little damage done. It looked like he was shooting them a little too far past Shooter, so they weren't getting any connection there. But that doesn't mean 3's up or out yet. They are headed to the losers bracket. They will have to fight their way back and win the next 2 matches.
Yeah.
You see, that's going to be prototype right there.
It's not over for these guys. They need to not get frustrated. That is the one thing that was just shocking to me. Like, I can't believe that we're in a Game 7 and they're sitting there talking about, things that they're doing wrong and stuff like that. You have to just stay focused, keep the intensity up, and keep the communication up. The reason that they lost is probably because of the fact that they got frustrated.
Yeah, definitely. They can't let that pressure and frustration get to them. But it sounds like we've got Elamite down on the floor for an interview, so down to you.
All right, thanks so much, Mike. And yes, I am here with Kratos from Enigma6 that just came off of a Game 7 epic series here against 3's up. Now, Kratos, we saw you guys lose to 3's up here in Las Vegas, and now you came out and got your revenge. Tell us a little bit about your process here on your initial selection, because I know you guys had to be nervous a couple of those times.
We basically all it would have been smart for us to choose Success or whatever, because we 3-0'd them. But, we can't hold that L for the rest of our careers. We need to redeem ourselves. And if we didn't choose them, there's a 50-50 chance we wouldn't play them throughout the whole tournament. So we just wanted to redeem ourselves.
All right, now, was there any moments during that series where you guys were doubting or questioning your selection process after some of those losses?
No, I don't think about that. Yeah, we played bad, but we're still a top team. They're playing us really well, but it's a lot of pressure on us right now. So us just winning that we're in a good zone now.
Right, I definitely know you guys got to be feeling good after that one. Now, if you had to give the MVP to anyone on your team that series, because we saw some great things out of everybody, who would you give it to?
I mean, Boo Boo was going off the first few games. Suspector really stepped it up in that game 6, Strongholds, and then I have no idea what just happened that game 7. I think I did pretty good. But Shooter made the play to win us that game. Like, that was unbelievable. Someone choked really bad.
All right, that might very well would have been happened there in that series, but either way, Kratos, congratulations. Awesome series, very entertaining for everyone to watch here. Now we're gonna take a quick commercial break, but we'll be back here with some more Halo action right after this.